Welcome back to the channel. Uniquely Mia here. Welcome back if you are a returning supporter. You're a new viewer here. I am a dual degree grad student studying public administration and criminal justice. I live stream every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Saturday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Outside of my live streams, I post full traditional YouTube videos and YouTube shorts for you guys to watch. Let me know, how's your day going? Y'all lead the discussion. If you have a question for me, feel free to type it. Excuse me. If you have a comment, feel free to type it. If you like my opinion on something, feel free to type it. So yeah, let's see what's happening. Today was a school day, obviously. It is Monday today. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could be here today. How is your day going? Hey, Evan. Glad you could be here. Evan said, hey, Mia, can you block Willy? Willy, I left evidence of him insulting me on my other channel. I tagged you. Thank you for asking, Evan. But, yeah, I mean, I can't necessarily block them because of how they treat one individual unless it's, like, extremely, like, mean and discriminatory. But I would have to see that on my channel. If they go out and attack you somewhere else on, another channel, that's not good at all. But like ultimately I can only dictate behavior that's exemplified on my YouTube channel, like in my live streams, in the comment section of my videos, and etc. So yeah, just for that reason, no. But in the future, if like they continue to say mean things that's making people severely uncomfortable in the chat, I can definitely consider it for sure. But as I always say, people is not always gonna like you. So like even though somebody's saying something extremely mean to you, you don't have to respond to it. You don't have to acknowledge it if you don't want to, Evan. So yeah, but yeah. So how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Sorry, I'm logging into something. 923895. All right. Those are just random numbers, so it's okay. I'm good. Winter is coming though. Okay. So it's getting cold where you are. Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit cold here as well, but the weather's fluctuating. Like I went outside one day, it was cold. Went outside the other day, it was pretty hot. So yeah, weather does not, it can't decide what it wants to do. But literally by next month, it should definitely be kind of cold for sure. But for everyone who just joined the stream, welcome. How is everyone's day going? Feel free to let me know. Do you guys have like any plans? It's going to be a chill day if your day isn't over it. And if your day is over it, because I know I have people tuning in worldwide, how was your day today? What did y'all eat? Feel free to let me know. For all the returning supporters, shout out to you guys. Really appreciate your continued support. For all the new people here, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. Feel free to let me know how's your day going. If you have a question, feel free to ask. Today was just a school day for me. Somebody came, they fixed like a maintenance request that was occurring in my room. And then I went outside and I got some lunch. I just got like a buffalo chicken wrap. It was okay. It just had chicken, lettuce, but instead of the bread, it was just in like a tortilla. So it was like a wrap, a little bit healthier. I don't feel hungry, but I'll have to force myself to eat, so at least I can eat 2 meals a day. I'm most likely gonna eat my ziti that I meal prepped on Friday. And if you guys want to see that meal prep cook with me video, just go and check out that previous video. Hey, how are you doing? Glad you could be here. What's your name? Tang? Glad you could be here. Yeah, what's your question for me? Hey, Southwest. Hey, how you doing, Southwest? Southwest Airlines, like, can I get some discounted airline tickets? Or, like, do you want to sponsor Uniquely Mia airline tickets, Southwest? If you're not Southwest Airlines, ignore that. But how are you doing today? You're pretty as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. What is my profession? I am a student. I am a researcher. I am also social media content creator on TikTok a little bit as well too. What is your profession? Hey, how are you doing, Panner? Glad you could be here. Welcome from Slovakia. What's it like in Slovakia today? Hey, how are you doing, Ponder? Glad you could be here, Potter. Hey, Amir. Are you from? Am I from where? You asked me where I'm from. I'm from the United States. Yeah, where are you from? Okay. How old am I? It's the glory of God to conceal a matter and the honor of kings and queens to seek out the answer. If you want to know my age, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my Washington, D.C. birthday adventure videos. Hey, cats. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. You're cute as well. Thank you so much for your kind words, 777. Hey, Supreme Leader, don't worry. One day you'll get a mustache as well, all right? I'm assuming you're a little kid because you typed that and you haven't gone through a human biology class. So when you get to that class, I'm assuming you're in elementary school. When you get to that class, pay attention, okay? Thank you. How did I get my skin so flawless? I mean, genetics definitely plays a factor into my skin. So shout out to my genetics. And then I don't put a lot of stuff on my face. I really don't wear makeup. So there's not a lot of chemicals going on my face. I mean, just water and moisturizer. That's basically it. You're investigating live streams for what? Hey, Victor. Yes, as Kat said, guys, do consider liking the video. Let me know how's your day going. Okay, the glasses, Harry Potter. Okay, round. Hey, how are you doing, Vinette? Glad you could be here. Hey, Keith, glad you could be here. Am I single? No, I am married to public administration, criminal justice, psychology, and professional writing. Cats is like roasted. Ponder said so. Obama used to do some well things, but what about he do for everyone now? What? I don't get your, I get your question, but I don't. So you're saying he used to do good things, okay? I'm assuming you're looking to when he was president. I mean, at the president, that's a global scale. I mean, I'm not his spokesperson. They don't pay me to be his spokesperson. So, like, you could do independent research and figure that out. But, yeah. Very interesting. Okay. Hey, 777. You're cute as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. Hey, how are you doing, Panther? Thank you so much for the roses. Really appreciate it. No, all individuals are welcome on the stream regardless of your age. If you are a minor under the age of 16, ask your parents if you can be on the stream, and if they consent to you being on the stream and subscribing to Unique Lumia's channel, you are still more than welcome. This is an age appropriate channel, all right, guys? So thus, with this being an age appropriate channel, I have a lot of new people coming in and out of the stream, and these are the ground rules for Unique Lumia's live streams. And when you leave comments on my YouTube shorts or full-length traditional YouTube videos, we want to be respectful with the comments that we're leaving in the chat. That means no discrimination, no racism. Those are automatics placed in timeout. You do that 2 times, you're hitting /blocked from the channel, right? No unsolicited sexual comments about the way that people look, okay? That's strictly prohibited, not allowed on the channel. The great thing that I like to say to make it more comprehensible, to try to allow you guys to understand what type of comments you should be leaving. If somebody's physically in front of you, if you're not going to say this to somebody while they're physically in front of you, don't say it on the stream, right? Because yes, I do want my live streams to be entertaining and engaging for y'all, but at the same time, I do want to teach you guys life skills. And yes, just communicating with each other on the live stream. When you engage in effective communication, respectful communication, you do acquire some life skills as well, right? You're gorgeous as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. Okay. Hey from Gotham. Oh my, well, you are a fox. Wait, what? Okay. You can do now because... What? I do not understand that statement at all. I know what the words mean. When you guys use the words together in like a formulate a sentence, I really don't understand what you mean sometimes. Kat said, Mia, I realized that the cat ear gif is available. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, just not on my channel. Okay, maybe different gifts unlocked based on subscribe. Yeah. Now that you say that, Cass, I can definitely see YouTube definitely doing that for sure. I can see that happening with YouTube for sure. Like, oh, when you reach this subscriber count, this is a new goal that your supporters can unlock. Okay, I can see that. Really cool. Okay. Hello. Hey, In, how are you doing? Hello, all my friends. They are fake, okay? So your friends are fake, you're saying. Call me weird for liking K-pop. Do you think I'm weird? I mean, I don't know you, but based on your comment, I don't think you're weird. I mean, K-pop, they have some good songs. K-pop, like, have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters? Really good movie, and the soundtrack, top tier. Honestly, they're very fake and I don't want to be friends with them anymore. Do you have advice? Yeah, just don't be friends with them anymore. Like, you are choosing to surround yourself around fake friends. Like, that's a choice that you're engaging in. Nobody's forcing you to do that, guys, all right? So if you no longer decide that you want to be around those individuals and you don't want to be their friends anymore, you may be lonely for a little bit. It may take some time to acquire new friends. So sometimes it's better off having no friends rather than fake friends. So yeah, that's my advice to you. Just be like, okay, I don't like y'all anymore. You guys are not my friends anymore, and leave the situation. Hey, 777. Hey, Godson. How you doing, Godson? Bless God you could be here. Facts, don't be internet weirdos. Okay, nice. Like, you see, so you like my grounders on the channel. Yeah, and it's just communicating effectively and respectfully. Yeah. Hey, William, how are you doing? Thank you, Frank. Glad you like my nails. I do my own manicures. These are natural nails. If you guys want to see me do my manicures, you can subscribe, turn on your post notifications. I generally live stream my manicures every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also have a nail playlist, so if you guys want to see all the different manicure videos that Uniquely Mia has done in the past, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and click my nail playlist. Hey, how are you doing, Taji? Glad you could be here. Hey, how are you doing? What are we saying? Permission to add you to my cutie pootie collection. No, permission not granted. I mean, I don't necessarily want you to add me to a collection. A collection is kind of like a collection. A collection is like you have ownership over something generally, right? But you can definitely subscribe and you can add me to like a list of your favorite YouTubers that you like to watch their videos and their live streams. Hey Cam, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. You're grading papers for work, so you'll be silent watcher. You had a protein shake after the gym, okay, with some sausage and some keto bread, and you'll have steak and veggies for dinner. Okay, very nice. Well, shout out to you for being productive. Enjoy. Sounds like you had a very protein pack and healthy lunch for sure, and then it sounds like you'll have another protein pack and healthy dinner. Always a pleasure when you're on. Am I a fan of poetry? Yeah, poetry can be cool. I mean, I don't often read poetry. I've written some poetry in the past, but poetry is cool. Hey, Never. How are you doing today? Okay, welcome from Bangladesh. Kat said also, Mia, do you think someone is sabotaging your channel because it and causing the chat to disappear by reporting it for kids? Do you notice similar users on your chat before it's banned? No, for real though, Kat. I often think that too, because like, especially since like last Sunday, I got that false community guideline strike saying I was between like a minor, and then yesterday I got a false community guideline strike again saying I was a minor. I feel like somebody could be trying to do that, like what? Because honestly, when I tend to quote unquote my chat is disabled, that's when we speak about very controversial topics, according to some people, mostly about racism and equal opportunity in America. So I can definitely see some individuals not wanting to hear me and wanting to try to censor my language because they're not quote unquote smart enough to justify why they don't agree with me with actual facts. So instead of trying to like walk away from the situation, they want to censor me. So I can definitely see that happening. But at the end of the day, I don't want to say that's the reason why that's happening, because sometimes when I do get those false community guideline strikes, like I'll be wearing like an anime shirt or my teddy bear will be showing. But it was really weird yesterday how that happened when nothing like that was happening, right? So I don't know. I will say the good thing about YouTube, they're generally quick to alleviate or fix the issue when that happens, but it really sucks like in real time when it happens, right? Because it disrupts the whole live stream. But so far it happened 2 times and they fixed it literally in less than a day. Hey, how are you doing, Tassan? Glad you could be here. But you are music, okay? Okay. Please not K-pop Demon Hunters, because so many people were making fun of me last year, and now they're are suddenly all fans when they can't even name people other than BTS and Blackpink. Nobody else. It's annoying. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, people are gonna make fun of you for being different. People are going to make fun of you for being uniquely you. So I say that in to say, like you said, I said my knowledge about K-pop, like I said, is like K-pop was never something that really interests me. It wasn't like a genre of music that I'll latch onto. But if I hear a K-pop song, it's good. So it sounds like in that you really like K-pop, and you probably K-pop is probably your go-to song, and you know like almost all the Korean artists, right? But you're probably the only person in your school or like wherever you live in your community that likes K-pop prior to it becoming popular. So people were making fun of you for liking it before it became popular, right? So that's okay. I mean, it's not okay for people to make fun of you, but like I say, it's okay because you were just being uniquely you, and people decided to come and spread their negativity, right? So just ignore them in the future, and if it happens again, just ignore them. Like, you could just tell them, hey, you have this type of music that you like, I have this type of music that I like. I'm not hurting you by listening to this music, and if you are hurting them, continue to listen to the music, because why are they butting in like, why are they doing that? So yeah, can I say 6'7"? Hey Jen, how are you doing? You are most welcome, and glad my advice was helpful. Godson Bless said, creep alert, LOL. He's got a collage of your pictures in his collection. No, man, yeah, I watch too many Criminal Minds TV shows, man. That is not good. Hey Robert, how you doing today? Yes, I've missed you as well. It's been a while since you've been on the live stream. Welcome back. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing today? Kat said your meals always sound healthy and delicious, Cam. Exactly, 100%. Hey, Alex. Robert said, have a good night, Mia. I'm here is late. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your kind words. Robert, pleasure for you to hop on and say hi. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Full Nutritional YouTube video or YouTube Shorts. I don't know what that is, Virgil. What is that? I don't know what that is. I'm doing good, Harvey. How are you doing today? D said, for how weird of a looks, speech, and manners you got, which I find refreshing. You seem to be weirded pretty quickly. What? Oh my gosh. Okay. Now they're like, oh, you're so obsessed with Stray Kids, OMG. I'm like, yes. Okay. All right. What's the purpose of life? I don't know. I mean, everyone has their own version of life. I mean, the blatant answer, the easiest answer, like, what's the purpose of life? To live, right? But then again, you ask any individual, they're going to give you a different answer. So that's a subjective question, honestly. So yeah, subjective question. Based on somebody's lived experiences and goals that they want to achieve, they'll have a different definition of the purpose of life for them. Hey, what's your name? I want to say Ilis, but I feel like that's wrong. Ilias. But welcome. I'm doing good. What's up with you? Have I watched The Bear? No, I have not seen that. What's that? Is it a movie, TV show? What's it about? Hi, how are you doing, Diamond? You're beautiful as well. No, I'm not Black and Mexican. African American. Hey, mister, how are you doing? Okay. Wow, it's 2 a.m. where you are. All right. And well, it was a pleasure having you on. Hopefully you subscribed and liked the live stream, and I hope to see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Full Nutritional YouTube video or YouTube Shorts. What are we saying? Goals and achievements designed by whom? Goals and achievements designed by society and yourself based on your lived experiences with society. Because I feel like no matter if you are an individual who decided to quote unquote leave society, that's good. But like I feel like society still influences your goals and achievements to an extent. So yeah, I feel like in a way all goals and achievements that people want to achieve, whether they know it or not know it, it is influenced by society, or the standard was set by the people in power, you can say. So yeah. How is my studies, your work going? It's going good. Thank you so much for asking. Sorry about the question. Just want to learn about people's culture. No need to apologize for your question. Your question was respectful in my book. So yeah, if you want to learn a little bit more about Uniquely Mia's culture, you could like the video, subscribe, and then again, you're going to go and have to watch some of my full nutritional YouTube videos, not my live streams, right? Because like I always say, my live streams, it shows you guys a different side of Uniquely Mia. I think via my live streams, you're able to get to know my personality a little bit more in the live streams. Whereas if you watch my full nutritional YouTube videos, that's where I can engage in storytelling for y'all, right? We have a fully edited video about an adventure or learning about a piece of history or somebody's culture. So Virgil, if you want to learn a little bit more about Uniquely Mia's culture, you're going to have to go and dive deep and watch those full nutritional YouTube videos. Okay. Am I popular on YouTube? I mean, definition of popular is known by many. I mean, compared to people who have millions of subscribers, supporters, most likely not. But I am, quote unquote, known by many because shout out to you guys. I have 5,000 supporters. Who in the world, like, I don't know each and every one of y'all, but like 5,000 people know me because 5,000 people decided to hit that subscribe button. So more people know me than I know them, which is actually kind of scary when you sit down and think about it. So I am popular in a sense, you can say, but that popularity has not yet transitioned into monetary popularity, we can say. So yeah. I love your Dollar Tree glasses. Thank you, thank you. I wish I was able to get these from Dollar Tree. I really wish, because that would have been super duper affordable for sure. But shout out to anybody on the live stream who has glasses that they got from Dollar Tree. Because shout out to Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is a great store. You could go in there and you can get something for $1.25. So it really accommodates to individuals who are from like those low income communities extremely sometimes, or individuals who just like need a pair of glasses really quickly. And if they could go to the store and their prescription is going to be sold in a pair of glasses for $1.25, that is a great buy for sure. What is your day motivational word? Are you asking me what's my daily motivational word? Okay, I think that's what you're asking. What's my daily motivational word? Never back down, never give up. That's not it. Keep on persevering. Keep on persevering. That's more than one word, but like the finish line is near. So yeah. What are we saying? Hey, ADHIL, Kat said later on I'm probably gonna, you're going to an event. Very nice, very nice. But it'll be a casual, okay-ish event starting at 7 p.m. Not really dancing. It'll be performative. Okay. You may not go though. Well, whatever you do, cats. If you go to the event, have fun. It sounds like it's almost gonna be like theater in a way. So like a fun, chillaxing event. And if you don't go, you could stay home and chillax, all right? What are you saying? Do I watch series on Netflix? Yeah, I watch TV shows on Netflix. I've watched a lot of different TV shows on Netflix in the past, guys. Yeah, I've had Netflix for a few years. I feel like when Netflix first came out, that's when my mom got it. So you guys can imagine how many shows I've seen on Netflix since then. But yeah, most recent shows that I've seen on Netflix was The Haunted. I think I recommended it to y'all last time I was on stream. So yeah. How many people be in my live streams regularly? I don't really count it, to be honest. I just, if I see familiar names, like I'm definitely seeing some familiar names in the chat. Shout out to you guys. You guys know who you are. Yeah, if I see your familiar name, shout out to you guys. You guys are like the hardcore supporters and sending each and every one of y'all hearts. You guys know who you are. Really appreciate the hardcore supporters. And I appreciate the supporters who don't tune in as often, guys. I know you guys are busy out there in the world doing awesome, amazing things, right? So, but yeah, I don't really count how many people tune into my live streams. If one person is on the live stream, I appreciate you for being here. If 20 people's on the live stream, if 17 people's on the live stream, I appreciate you guys equally for being here because I know you are real people. You don't have to be here on the live stream. However, if you guys do want to see like the total count, I think like after the end of each live stream, y'all can go to like the live stream section and you can see on average how many people jump in and out of the stream. It shows you the total. Hey, how you doing, 666? Glad you could be here. Hey Kumar, hey William, glad you could be here. How are you doing today, guys? Let me know. What do you guys plan on eating? Hey from India. What are we saying? Hey Lynn, how are you doing today? Hey from Ireland, Sean. What's it like in Ireland? Have I seen Mindhunter series? No, the name doesn't sound familiar. What's it about? I don't think I've seen that. What age am I? It's the glory of God to conceal a matter and the honor of kings and queens to seek out the answer. If you want to know my age, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my Washington, D.C. birthday adventure. Drake, yes, I remember you. How are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Hey, Annabelle. Jeffrey said, I love you forever and always. Thanks. Remember, guys, all opinion, people, and ideas are welcome. However, racial slurs, implicit forms of discrimination are strictly prohibited and not allowed. So that person who I just put in timeout for 10 seconds, you just said you don't sound ghetto. I mean, that was you relying on a stereotype to make an interpretation or an inference or something. So, yeah, I don't want to say, I can't even say that you didn't know what you were doing when you were typing that, because I'm fairly confident you knew what you were doing when you typed that, because at the end of the day, you have access to media. If you know what ghetto means, then you know that, like, not all people who look like me, quote unquote, speak ghetto, and speaking ghetto isn't even, like, a thing in my book, right? It's just, yeah. So, yeah, but, yeah. Okay, what are you saying? Okay, Cam was like, Drake, please, like, she's crying emoji laughing. That's funny. What are you saying? Okay. Alright. What year is the USA in right now? To my knowledge, we are in the year of our Lord 2025. Have you guys ever watched historical movies? And people are like, what year are you in? And they're like, it's the year of our Lord 1308, right? So 2025. According to the books, guys. Hey Sean, how are you doing today? Okay, there's 2 Seans in the chat. Glad you could be here. Hey Arif, glad you could be here. Hey Lon, you're beautiful as well. What are we saying? No stereotype, just the victim card? What? What do you mean victim card? Well, I mean, like, hey, I know what you mean, victim card, but I'm like, what do you mean by that when you type? It's very interesting when people type stuff like that. I mean, if it's the victim card, best believe I'm playing the victim card because the victim had no choice in the quote-unquote atrocities committed against them. So if you have no choice in the atrocities committed against you, just like African-American individuals had no choice in quote-unquote wanting to go through a terrible point of history, and they had no choice with quote-unquote stereotypes being placed on them. It's not a victim card. It's just a form of education and communicating intelligently and advancement. And my channel is all about educating y'all, right? So, like, if I see you guys type something that may be incorrect, I'll educate you guys on about it. But at the end of the day, I do have ground rules that I follow on my channel. And as I said, discrimination, implicit forms like that, strictly prohibited and not allowed on the channel. Oh, snap. Oh, sorry. I accidentally put you in timeout. That was an accident for real, though. I didn't fully read your comment. Do apologize for that. But what's speaking ghetto? I don't think speaking ghetto is a thing. But Google, let's see if Google has a formal definition of that. Like, you asked your question pretty good. So I can... Okay, so according to Google, the definition of ghetto is a poor urban area occupied primarily by a minority group or groups, right? So, and look at this. For all the people who's using the word ghetto, it's not predominantly placed on African Americans, right? Because according to Google, an example can be a group of Jewish individuals. An example could be African American individuals. An example could be Hispanic individuals, right? So the term ghetto is not just placed on um, African Americans. It's any group who doesn't know proper quote unquote grammatical language when they're talking, right? You don't know proper grammar language, so you can do that. Even white people, part of probably affluent neighborhoods, if they don't pay attention in school, if their parents don't hire them a tutor, they can speak ghetto too, according to this definition. So yeah. What are we saying? Hey, how you doing, Kelly Vlogs? Glad you could be here. You seem like one of the girls who plays the cello. Yeah, I've never, the only instrument I've ever played was the drums, and that was literally like for 2 weeks when I went to summer camp. Hey, how you doing, Kino? I don't finish all 3 sequels, okay, of 365 Days on Netflix. Have I seen that? I don't think I've seen that. What's it about? I don't think I've seen that one. You're gonna come and visit? Don't come and visit me, but like you can visit the United States. You just said I've come to visit. So I'm like, where are you coming to visit? But yeah. When can we begin reading tarot cards? I really want to get my fortune told by a tarot person, a tarot card. I feel like that it's not gonna be accurate at all, but I feel like that would be fun. If I could get a pack of tarot cards, but like I have no idea what I'm doing, to be honest. What are we saying? What are we saying? Okay. Am I interested in deep psychology? No. If I was interested in deep psychology, I would have furthered my education in psychology. I have an undergrad degree in psychology. It was interesting, but I didn't want to further it, so no. What are we saying? Hey, Chase. Okay. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Uniquely Mia community, where you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. Take a deep dive into my channel. I do hope you enjoy the content that you see. I have travel videos, fashion videos, eat with me, technology videos, and a lot more. And I live stream every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Saturday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, Mr. Mr. said, okay, Mindhunter is a psychological crime thriller created by, okay, Joe Penhall, produced by David Fincher, okay, and based on the real-life book, okay, Mindhunter, inside the FBI. Okay, sounds very interesting. I might check it out. That sounds really cool. That makes no sense what you just said. Blacks aren't even a minority. I mean, it makes sense, but it doesn't. It makes sense, but it doesn't. I feel like if you go to Africa, then African American individuals are not a minority. But then again, I've never been to Africa, and with colonization, white people went into Africa and started to live there. You never really know, to be honest. But at the end of the day, if we're looking at America, when I say African American individuals are a minority, I'm predominantly speaking about from the perspective of America, because I'm an American. In America, African American individuals are a minority because America's a white country, okay? The history of America is white. Look at the U.S. Census, predominantly white, so it's a white country. Do I like Roblox? I like it. I honestly haven't been on Roblox in literally since August or July, to be honest. I have it, but I'm really on that. Hey, Roger, glad you could be here. Hey, Alex, glad you could be here. Welcome, Alex. The algorithm knew that you wanted to be part of a community where you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness, so it recommended the channel. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and join the community. Let me know how are you doing, Alex, and everyone else. I have a nice voice. Thank you. Hey, Chai, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for liking the live stream. Hey, Pierre, where am I from? I'm from the United States. Where are you from? I feel like I would be a good tarot reader. Okay, why? I seem like a nerd. Thank you so much. What are we saying? Welcome from Pakistan. Yeah, if I could find a TV show, I'll watch it, mister, if I could find it. Because I don't have, I don't pay for all the different streaming platforms, so I'll have to look and see if I can get it. If it's on Netflix or something like that. Hey, Stuart, glad you could be here. Hey, NYC Service. Hey, how are you doing, Zaku? Glad you could be here. Hey, Tama, how are you doing today? Hello from Newcastle, England. Castle. What's it like in Newcastle, England today? Are you a 10 out of 10 baddie? That's such a funny question. I mean, I wouldn't consider myself to be a baddie. I more so would say my sister's a baddie, but like, everyone has to be a 10 in your own life, right? If you're not a 10 in your own life, I mean, like, you do you, that's your opinion on you. So for me in my life, I consider myself to be a 10. If we're rating 10 out of 10 in my life, then I'm a 10 in my life. For other people, I may not be a 10 for you. That is okay. I do not care. That is okay. That's just your interpretation of how you perceive me. You are still more than welcome on the channel as long as we communicate to each other in a kind of respectful way. Thank you, thank you. Glad you like my hair. Yeah, I had to loose out my braids that I had because it was really messy previously. So I just washed it yesterday and I braided it in this style. Not the best braided style. I'm not the best at braiding my natural hair, but I did what I could do. So we'll just fluctuate between this hairstyle and another hairstyle until I go home and my mom could really fix my hair for me. But yeah, if you guys want to see me blow drying my hair and braiding it in this style, check out my live stream that I did from yesterday. It's a pretty long one, but you guys can definitely check it out. My intuition says you're very intuitive. Okay. Okay. Thank you for telling me. Welcome from Brazil. What's it like in Brazil, Pierre? I seem like a baddie. All right, Christian. Thank you. Thank you. You seem like a baddie, Christian. Thank you. Hey, Stuart, how are you doing today? My voice is killing you? Oh, wow. Okay, I did not know God gave me powers like a siren. Like, shout out to that, but like that's not good at all. Go get go to a doctor, can't help you at all. I mean, you could mute the video and then read my lips if you still want to like be on the live stream, right? Some people know how to, like, people who are hearing impaired, they learn how to read lips so they can understand what people are saying. So if my voice is killing you, God gave me powers like a siren. I mean, sirens aren't good, but like I don't want to hurt you, so like turn the volume down. And if you don't do that, I mean, watch your live stream at your own risk. Yeah. I'm a 10. Thank you, Troy. You're a 10 as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. Hey, 7, how are you doing today? NYC said you're a 10 out of 10 for this whole chat. Okay, okay. Thanks for your kind words. Hey, Val. Okay. Shout out to Christian Global. Glad you could be here. How old am I? It's the glory of God to conceal a matter and the honor of kings and queens to seek out the answer, guys. If y'all want to know my age, like the video, subscribe. I mean, you don't have to subscribe, but like go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my Washington, D.C. birthday adventure videos, all right? If you pay attention to those videos, trust me, my age will be disclosed to y'all, right? That my age is not going to be explicitly said or stated, but if you utilize some of your critical thinking skills, you'll figure it out. Thank you, thank you. I'm Johnson. Thank you. Glad you like my nails. Yes, they are slay, if I do say so myself. They are very cute, very cutesy. Thank you so much. Okay, my voice is good. Okay, nice. Hey, James. Hey, the amazing world of Minecraft. Do you like Minecraft? I've seen the Minecraft movie. It's really good. Hey, Transformer. No, I did not forget about you, Transformer. Glad you could be here. It's been a while since you've been on the live stream. Yeah, what's your question, the amazing world of Minecraft? Hey, Fast Meat, glad you could be here. What's up, Toon? Glad you could be here. Hey, James Potter. Porter, sorry. Hey, how are you doing? I've been rewatching the Harry Potter movies, so, like, the name Potter's in my name, in my head. Sorry about that. You live in Indianapolis, Indiana. Okay, what's it like in Indianapolis? I've never been there. Constantinople. That's like one of those words. Constantinople. Okay. I've heard of that place before, but like I forgot what they did or what it was about. I have to do some more research. Yes, I do listen to The Weeknd. Like, send me your location. Oh, I'm blinded by the light. I cannot sing. I'm so sorry. Like, I cannot sing. I do apologize for that, guys. I really do apologize for that. But yeah, I've definitely listened to The Weeknd. Has some good songs. Hey, Fern. How are you doing today? It's been a while since you've been here. How are you doing? Thank you, Fern. Glad you like my nails. You're friends with a Toyota. Okay, cool. I'm so kind. Thank you so much for your kind words, Christian. You're beautiful as well, Anthony. Hey, the Redeemed. How are you doing today? Hey, Josh. I'm doing good. How are you doing? My braids look amazing. Thank you, Fern. That's really nice for you to say. Like, really nice for you to say, honestly. But thank you so much. Yeah, it's so weird. Like, anytime I braid my hair, it looks like I have a little bit of hair. Like, you guys are looking at me and you're looking at my hair, and you guys are probably saying, Mia, you have such a little bit about amount of hair, but nope. If you go to that video from yesterday, if I loose out these braids, you'll see how much my hair can expand. That's why my hair is like magic, guys. Because anytime I go to the hairdresser, they always look at my hair and they're like I'll go in with like a braids, and then when they loose it out, they'll be looking at me, and like their face just changed, and like, I did not know you had this much hair in your head. But like, my hair is like magic because you're looking at it. It looks like it's nothing. It looks like it's gonna be quick and easy to braid. That it's not a lot. Nope. Let me loose this out for y'all. The volume of it will just totally expand. Okay, what are we saying? You're pretty as well, Frank. Thank you, sweet tea. Glad you like my nails. Tune said, I think The Weeknd is not too popular in the States. Drake is more popular than him. I subscribe. Thank you so much for subscribing. I've never done a statistic to see like or like not even a statistic, but like what is it? A survey to see how many people know The Weeknd, how many people know Drake, and that survey is like not feasible because we have to serve everyone in the United States. Sample of that, maybe like, I don't know, like 5,000, 10,000 people in the United States. That probably won't even do it. In my opinion, I feel like they're both equally known, personally, for me, because like I feel like if you ask me who Drake is, yeah, I know who Drake is. Like Kendrick Lamar. Like, if you didn't know who Drake was before Kendrick Lamar, I feel like you know who Drake is now. But like, but yeah, so I feel like Drake and The Weeknd, they're very I feel like they're kind of like equally known. But then again, what is their net worth? Just look at their net worth. Whichever one has the higher net worth, they're known better, because the more money, that means the more people knows you and is supporting you. So yeah. Okay. Hey there, okay, the Redeemed, glad you could be here. Hey, Alex. My name's Unique Lamia. Y'all can refer to me as such. Did you get flowers from me? No. Where am I from? The United States. Where are you from? Cats is like, you have so much hair, Mia. Yes, it's really crazy. I don't know how I have so much hair, guys. Like, literally, well, my sister has a lot of hair, so I probably got it from my mom, to be honest. But it's really bad. Now I understand why Uniquely Mom Queen Mother, she has dreads, guys. Because like, imagine if my hair is a lot, right? And I've seen my sister's natural hair. She has a lot of hair. I can only imagine how much hair my mom used to have, guys. So she still has a lot of hair, but you know what I mean. Like, if you know what dreads are, you can't really comb out dreads. So understandable as to why she got dreads, because it's a lot. It really is. It takes a long time. Hey, how are you doing, Lewis? Glad you could be here. Hey, what are you saying? How about Eminem? Yeah, I mean, I feel like Eminem's a different quote unquote generation of people. Like, I know who Eminem is because he's collaborated on songs with newer artists, you can say, like artists that I would listen to. But like, if he never really collaborated on those songs, I really wouldn't know who he is. So I feel like Eminem's a different generation, but he's still equally popular. At the end of the day, guys, I really don't think they care about who's more popular. I just think they care about their money, and they're all rich. They all have more money than me, right? They're all super duper wealthy, all those people. So I really don't think they really care about popularity. Okay, what are you saying? Hey, how are you doing? I'm glad you could be here. Okay. Hey, 911. Hey, Riding, glad you could be here. What's your name? Algen? I said that so wrong, but glad you could be here. Hey, Toro. I'm Toro. Would you allow your fiance to invite his ex to y'all's wedding? What? Who's getting married? I never said I'm getting married. What are y'all talking about? Because I said I'm married to public administration, criminal justice, psychology, and professional writing. Well, I said I'm married to those things, right? So, yeah. Okay. Hey, Christina, how are you doing? Okay. Hey, Imran, glad you could be here. Hey, Oliver. Hey, Enchanted. What's my take on shock collars? No. Like, collars that you put around people's neck and you shock them? That's like torture. No, why would somebody, I mean, incarcerated individuals, if they do that, I feel like that's inhumane. So even in a prison environment, I don't even think they should have like shock collars. I'm from the United States. Where are you from? Your chances at X to the wedding? Nope, no. Hey, Adrian, how are you doing? Glad you could be here. By looking at my name, could you tell me where I am from? I mean, I can't tell you where you're from. I can guess where you're from, but at the end of the day, people all over the world have different names. But from looking at your name, I'm going to guess that you're from planet Earth. Did I get it right or wrong? But I think you're from planet Earth by looking at your name. I could be wrong, though. You're beautiful as well, Multis. Thanks so much for your kind words. Kat said the marriage renews every time she pays tuition. Like, I didn't even think about that, Cats, but you know what? I like how you critically think, Kat. I like how you think sometimes. So that's really good, Kat. So yeah, the wedding renews every time I pay a tuition. And like I said, it's a very toxic relationship because, like, I'm not, like, when I pay the tuition, I'm spending money I don't have. Like, I'm taking loans, right? And then I have to go in and take exams and write essays, and it gives me so much anxiety and stress. Like, I'm paying for everything in that relationship. So, like, or ships, because I have public administration, criminal justice, right? So, like, it's a very toxic relationship, guys, but we do it because a degree, when I'm finally done, it's gonna be mine, all right? Nobody can ever take it away from me, right? Hey Alex, are you in Sister Crew in college? What is that? I don't know what that is. But when I was in college, I can't even answer that question. I don't even know what that is. Enchanted said I meant, four dogs, my bad. Sorry for not clarifying. So you're asking if what? So your dog is getting married and you're asking if their ex-fiance should be there? I mean, it's a dog. You speak dog language? How do you know what your dog feels? How do you even know your dog wants to get married? Are you pushing your dog into a forced relationship? Like, how do you know that? Hey Emmanuel, welcome from Lagos, Nigeria. What's it like in Nigeria today? I'm doing good today, Adrian. I just did some schoolwork today. Had some lunch, and then that's basically it. And then I decided to stream for y'all, stick to the streaming schedule, and that's it, honestly. Oh, you asked me what country you're from. Huh. Guess what country you're from. I don't know. Based on your username? Like I said, guessing your country. It's really hard because you could be anywhere in the world, but I don't know. Okay, let's just say Asia. Let's say that. I have a lot of supporters from Asia. I have a lot of supporters from the United States, but a lot of y'all come from Asia too. So somewhere in Asia, probably. Hey Christian. Where am I from? I'm from the United States. Okay, somebody said you're from Iraq. Okay. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lavender. I hope you have an awesome day on your birthday. Eat a lot of cake. If cake's not your forte, eat your favorite meal because we all have to eat. I hope you have an awesome day. And thank you guys for the hearts. Really, really cool. See them coming up. Thank you, thank you. Glad you love my hair and my glasses. Lavender. How's school? School is good. Adrian, thank you so much for asking. Hey Woo, how are you doing today? Guess where you're from? Guys, you are giving me no indicators. Okay, can I ask you some follow-up questions if you guys want to guess where you're from? So what's the weather like in your country? All right? What's the weather like in your country? Let me know. Okay, for me to guess where you're from. Because you guys just have me guessing with no like context clues or indicators on where you like what country you guys may be in. You're beautiful as well. I think that's what you mean. Thank you so much, Angela. Thank you so much. Okay, it's sunny. Does that mean it's hot outside? Because it's sunny where I'm at, but it's cold. Okay. You said it's sunny. Okay, so that means, like, okay, so you're not in India, because I think India's in the nighttime. What time is it in Europe? You're not in Europe, because it's nighttime in Europe, right? I feel like. You could be in the United States, to my knowledge, or you could be on, like, a Caribbean island, right? Okay, it's kind of cold. I'm gonna say you're in the United States. I could be wrong. I think you're in the United States. Since you said it's kind of cold, I don't think it's a Caribbean island. Because, like, I've never felt cold on a Caribbean island. Yeah, it could be Canada, Alex. Could be really? No, not the United States. What about Canada, like Alex said? Are you in Canada? Could be Canada. Hey, how are you doing? What's your name, Zanib? Glad you could be here. Was Alex right? Alex isn't right. Not Canada? Okay, so it's not the United States. It's not Canada. It can't be England. It can't be England. It can't be Paris. It can't be Scotland. It can't be Switzerland because all those places are dark. It's not sunny there because it's 4 p.m. here. They're like 5 hours ahead there. It can't be somewhere in India, I don't think, because people from India, I feel like if they're tuning in now, it's nighttime. Even from Lagos, Nigeria. I feel like in Nigeria, in a place in Africa, it's going to be dark, right? Based on the time zone difference. Yeah. Yeah, tell me where you're from right now. Like, what country you're in. Because I can't get it. My narrowing down. Let's see where you're from. Evan said, ooh, you're having tea and cheesecake. Yummy. Okay, what type of cheesecake and what type of tea? Like, is it the plain cheesecake? Still really good. But I know England, they have, like, a very, like, different type of teas. Okay, nighttime munchies. I wish I had nighttime munchies. Like, I have nighttime oranges in my room. But then again, oranges are boring. But, like, if I had some ice cream, nighttime ice cream, very, very good. What are you saying? Okay, yeah, you're correct. I'm from Asia, but I want you to guess from which country I'm from. Oh my gosh. If you guess correctly, something is coming from me. Coming from you? What? Oh, I forgot about Australia. Oh, you're from Japan. Okay, that's awesome. What time is it in Japan? What time is it in Japan? Oh, it's 5 a.m. in Japan, so the sun could be coming up. So you're already into tomorrow. That's really cool, Lavender. One day I'm going to Tokyo, Japan. What's it like in Japan, though? Like, your fashion in Japan? Your fashion, the food, to my knowledge, about Japan, the nails in Japan, the architecture in Japan, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, hands down, all right? Very, very awesome. Very awesome. Your shopping in Japan, like, top tier, 10 out of 10. Very cool. One day, uniquely me, a Queen Mother, we are going to Japan. Very cool. Hey Edward, how are you doing today? Welcome from the Dominica. What's it like there today? What is 6'7"? To my knowledge, it's just brain rot 6'7". To my knowledge, okay? It could be wrong. Could be totally wrong. Hey Wick. Okay. Dreams are irresponsible, but they are possible. Dreams are irresponsible, but there are possible. But if you can believe that you can be so remarkable. What? Oh my gosh. I know what the words mean, but when you use it like that, it confused me. First you said dreams are irresponsible, which I disagree with. And then you said, but I'm assuming they, but they are possible. So you're saying dreams are irresponsible, but they're possible to be achieved? If you believe in them, they can be remarkable. That's what you're saying? Okay, I think. Hey, what's your name? Hey, Randall, what are you doing? What are you saying? U.S. Midwest, have you ever been to upstate New York? I think so. I think. When I was younger, I think my mom went to an auction there. I just know we were in the car and we were driving for a long time. And then when we got to the area in New York, it did not look like New York. And they didn't have a lot of minorities there. So, that's how I assume I was in upstate New York, right? Yeah. Okay, what type of cheesecake? Okay. Ooh, it's awesome. You got sushi at 5 a.m. in Japan, Lavender? Okay, very cool, very cool. What are you saying? Something is coming for you if you guess correctly. Yeah, I don't want to guess correctly then. I don't want anything coming for me. Like, anything that you guys are sending, like, no. If anything's going to be coming for me, I want it to be sent from God or my mom. Those are the only people who are, like, they can send me stuff. All right? Anything else? Y'all keep it, all right? Really appreciate the positive thought, though. Hey, live system notification. Yes, do hit that like button. Hey, the Queen Square, how you doing today? Welcome from Africa. What's it like in Africa today? In Chad. Hey, Sophia, how are you doing today? Hey, Edward. Okay, it's 4:45 p.m. where you're at. What flag is that, Alex? I'm not great with, to be honest. I know like the basics probably, but like I'm not good at flags. I don't study that. Ooh, Chow Chow from Italy. What's it like in Italy today? Oh, well, it's beautiful up in the mountains though, and the lake. Okay. Okay, so you tell me add Lake Placid. Okay, let me take a screenshot, do some research. I'll definitely add it. Yes, I am from America. I don't have a bucket list. I guess I do have a bucket list, but it's not labeled a bucket list. But like, I just have a list of places I'm going to travel to. So literally, in the things that I'm gonna do in my phone, I have like 10 different countries or 10 different things that I want to do. So, and I've noticed that manifestation is it does work, guys. Whether that's knowingly manifesting something or intentionally or sorry, knowingly manifesting something or unknowingly manifesting something, it works. It really does, because I remember a few years ago I was on TikTok and I saw this really awesome thing that I really want to do in this super particular country, and I never thought I would get to do it. And then I'm gonna do it in the future, right? So, but that was like if, like when I was a freshman, I manifested that without me even knowing I manifested it. So you gotta implicitly manifest what you want to do, and one day it's going to happen. Whether it may take a few years or it may take a week, you never know. So yeah, if that I tell you to tell, I'd say that to say if you really want to do something, you need to open your notes app like I have in my phone and just write down random things that you want to do. You probably may not have the funds to do it now. You may not know how you're going to achieve that goal, right? But just write it down so that way the thought is out of your head and somewhere else. Write it down, forget about it, and then just move on. I want to bless you something, some bucks. Yeah, I'm from the United States. I'm doing good today. Gorgo, how are you doing today? You'll give me money, marry me? No. I'm good. No, thank you. Hey, Red. Sophia said, can you please, hi to my sister? She's begging me. Hi to Sophia's sister. Her name is Rowan. That's a really cool name. Rowan. That's a pretty cool name. Hey, how are you doing today? Hey, Seven. Hey, Red Apple. You come from the worst country? Wow, you really don't like America. You really don't like America. I mean, I don't think I come from the worst country. There are countries worse off than America for sure. And there are definitely countries worse off for me just being a female or me being the race I am. It will not be good for me. So, yeah, nowhere is perfect in my opinion. Change can always occur, advancement can always occur, but glad I was born here where I was born for sure, right? Because being an American has definitely allowed me opportunities that I would not have the option to succeed, or just the option, or just the sense of semi safety or safety that I feel. Yeah, it's because of America that I'm able to have options in my life and be very the outspoken as I am. So shout out to the US of A, even though some people may say it's not perfect. So yeah. Okay, what are we saying? Alex said USA is the best country. Want to live there, okay? Red Apple said you must stop doing YouTube because you don't support people. You're telling me what to do? Guys, somebody told me what to do. What do I do? Somebody tell me what to do. Newsflash. Thank you. I'm not Ella Afrail. All right. I was not cursed with the gift of obedience, no matter how much my mom would have wished I was cursed with the gift of obedience sometimes. She didn't have a fairy to curse me. So, honestly, when Ella Afrail was cursed, it was actually given to her as a gift, but then the gift backfired. So I can't even say curse me, but my mom did not have a fairy to give me a gift of obedience. And thank you, God, for that. But yeah, you told me what to do, and like, shout out to God for free will. You love women? Yes, I love my mom. Yes, I love my sister to an extent. Don't ever tell my sister that I told you guys that. Ever. Don't ever send her this live stream. All right? But yeah, I love my mom. I love my sister. So I love my grandmother. Yeah, those are like the three females that you can say I love in my life. And I hope you love females. I hope you love your mom. If you're a male, I hope you love males. I hope you love your dad. So, yeah. What are we saying? You're pretty as well, Sophia. You're from Britain. Nice, nice. What's it like in Britain today? Red Apple is rude. Yeah, I can see it, card dude. I can definitely see it. But you know what? You choose how you react to rudeness, right? They're just sharing their opinion, but I'm a light of positivity. I'm a source of positivity. I try to spread positivity on my channel. And as I always say, guys, in the past in my previous streams, when you are doing something positive, that negative light, that negativity is always going to try to latch on to bring you down, because that negativity just can't handle that positive light. So it tries to fight back. But the way in which you react, the way you dictate your behavior, that determines if that negativity is going to be successful or if it's not going to be successful. Hey, what's your name? Charzan, glad you could be here. Hey, how are you doing? Pedro, play balloons? What do you mean play balloons? Like balloons that you get from the store? They're pretty cool, but I feel like when you get balloons from the store now, they are changing it. Because on my mom's birthday, I got balloons for her because I know to like decorate. And like I was blowing them up, and they were so difficult to blow up those balloons because they kind of changed like the formula or whatever of it. I'm from the United States. Where are you from? Roses are red. I hate classes. No, I get that. I don't like classes as well. Really don't. Really don't. Really don't. But we got to do it. Hey, you want to be successful in life? You got to get the degrees that's going to open the doors for you to do that. But no, it's not to say that I hate classes or I don't like it. I just don't like the exams and like the anxiety that it gives you. But no, it's boring for real. For real, it really is. Um, what's the power of your glasses? It allows me to see technology more clear. So use my technology glasses. Um, do I work? Yeah. Shout out to my supporters. I'm working right now because you guys allowed me to become monetized on YouTube, so I get paid to talk to y'all. No, yeah, I get paid to talk to y'all in addition to posting full nutritional YouTube videos and etc. But outside of YouTube, I am a student. I do have like part-time job in addition to that. So yeah. When will I go live next? On Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Before that, I will definitely be posting YouTube Shorts. So yeah, Sophia, that's my live streaming schedule. I stream every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Saturday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She's entitled? Yes. I'm not entitled to everything in the world, but when I have a sense of entitlement that I can latch onto, best believe I will do it. Because throughout history, a lot of my ancestors, they could not be entitled. My ancestors who look like me, they could not be entitled. They could not, just because of their race, just because of their gender sometimes, right? So as a female, when I am entitled to certain things, best believe I will use that entitlement. And as a minority in America, once again, I'm not entitled to a lot of stuff, but I am entitled to some stuff. So I will definitely use that entitlement when I can. Is that supposed to be an insult? What is that? Like, guys, that's not an insult at all. Hey, Alien, how you doing today? You're beautiful as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. Hey, Desmond, good evening, good evening. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Wish to subscribe, not to get to prison, please. Huh? I mean, if you subscribe to me, that's really not going to keep you out of prison. What keeps you out of prison is not committing a crime. So yeah, you can definitely subscribe. It seems like you may be interested about my criminal justice content. So subscribe, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my education playlist videos. Red Apple said you just for yourself and you want support and don't want to give back to support people that's supporting you. Are you a returning supporter with a different username, Red Apple? Because I feel like I've had the same exact conversation in a previous live stream with another supporter. I'll just give you the Cliff Notes version, very summarized, quick version, since I spoke about this before. But yeah, yes, I do want you guys to support me because I am a graduate student studying public administration, criminal justice. That ain't cheap. I did go through undergrad, had to take some student loans, and you hear the stories every day sometimes, at least for me, with people making thousands of dollars on social media. So I would hope one day I could be that individual to pay off my student loan debt with social media, right? So I enjoy posting videos. I enjoy live streaming. So I hope that you guys enjoy the live streams, and I hope you guys enjoy watching my videos. So this is a mutually beneficial relationship, guys, right? You guys are supporting me, and thus by watching my videos, by you leaving comments and engaging with my content, you're paying me via your support for free. And in addition to that, because of that, I'm allowing you to like watch my videos. I'm making these videos for you guys. I'm talking to you guys. I'm doing all that. So it's a mutually beneficial relationship, all right? And if you guys want me to support you, all you have to do is subscribe to me first and then write your YouTube username in the chat as it appears on YouTube and be like, hey, Mia, I subscribe to you. I want you to subscribe to me now. I'll be more than happy to do that. Now, do I subscribe to all my supporters? No, because they don't ask me to do so. But if all my supporters were to ask me to subscribe to them, best believe I'll try my best to subscribe to you guys. How old am I? It's the glory of God to conceal a matter and the honor of kings and queens to seek out the answer. If you want to know my age, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my Washington, D.C. birthday adventure videos. Love the emojis, Alien. Hey, Clayton, how you doing? You love you, America. Okay, thank you. I mean, my name's not America, but I'm uniquely Mia. I'm assuming you're saying you love the country of America, okay? Thank you so much for the love, Sophia. Really appreciate your support. Good evening. How are you doing today? My name's Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. Y'all can refer to me as such. You want to pay my bills? Okay, well, you want to pay my bills? Well, you can pay my student loan debt. All you got to do is you could always purchase gifts. You could donate super chats, or you could subscribe and engage with my content. When you go through the ads, I do make an income off of that, and you can definitely contribute to paying a portion of my student loan debt. Exactly, Drake. And I forgot about that. I'd be forgetting about my own giveaways, to be honest. And as Drake said, I have giveaways all the time. Like, literally, when I hit a new 1,000, I have a giveaway happening right now on my channel, right? So, yeah, that's my way to, like, give back in a major way to my supporters for your support. Drake said, I remember the time Mia said, I'm allowing y'all to watch all his beauty. Yeah, I feel like I remember we had a discussion on beauty that day too. I think that's why I phrased it like that. But no, as you said, Drake, I am allowing y'all to do that because I could post my videos, guys, and I could put it private. Literally, I could stream and I could stream privately. Like, I'll be talking to myself, but I could stream and I could put my videos privately. I could post my Full Nutritional YouTube videos and I could put them privately. When I first started my YouTube channel, I started my YouTube channel for me. Literally, I was posting videos that I wanted. It was my video diaries. My YouTube channel is still my video diaries. Literally, I still post videos for me and videos that I want to see. If you guys do a video request, I'm more than happy to make a video that you guys want me to see if I'm able and comfortable to do that. But at the foundational core of my channel, the channel's for me. I love posting content because I consider it something that I enjoy, an activity that I like to do. But because of your support, people started to engage with my live streams. People started to engage with my Full Nutritional YouTube videos and YouTube shorts. So because of you guys as my support, because of you guys' support and you guys deciding to subscribe to me, you guys have thus allowed me to share my life with y'all, right? So, but at the end of the day, I am choosing to show you my life. If one day I wake up and I decide I don't want to do this anymore, I don't want to post any more videos, I don't want to live stream anymore, I would just disappear and you guys would not see me anymore, right? So, yeah, like, but if you want me to support you, I can always do that, right? Cash App Clayton. I don't really share my Cash App. I feel like that goes against YouTube community guidelines in a way. I don't know. I have to do additional research into that before I share my Cash App for y'all. I do know a few of my supporters in the past have definitely asked for my Cash App account, but I don't know. I don't know how, if that, I don't really want to do anything to jeopardize my channel because I worked really hard to get to this, to grow my channel. Like I always say, I was stuck at 50 supporters for like 5 years, right? So I worked really hard to grow my channel to this 5,000 supporters. So shout out to you guys for your support and subscribing to me. So with that, working hard to achieve and knowing how hard it is to actually grow supporters, if I have to start over on YouTube, that would just be a lot. I don't know if I'll actually do that if I ever had to start over on YouTube, so I don't want to do anything where YouTube is like, we're deleting her channel. So that's why I don't share my Cash App. But hey, Shanika, I'm doing good today. How are you doing? Drake said, and it's not just one gift or one winner, it's multiple. Yeah, that is true. I try to do multiple giveaway winners when I have one. Am I doing as much as I would hope? No, just because I'm not making that much income off of YouTube. But I do try to do at least 2 domestic, 2 international winners each giveaway when I can. And if you guys want to enter into that giveaway, that information is posted in a full nutritional YouTube video, which is why y'all should be watching videos outside of my live streams, because information like giveaway, travel videos, education videos, food reviews, and etc., they oftentimes drop outside of the live stream genre. Hey, Alex. Hey, Gino. No, you can't. You have to get Harvard grades. What? That was so out of context. I have to get Harvard grades for what? What are we saying? Song said online, please. Here's what the channel about you. Okay. Am I from Houston? No, I'm not from Houston. I'm from New York. Are you from Houston? Hey, Shaylin, how are you doing today? Hey, yo, dude, you out of here. I had to hide that person. Like, you ain't welcome. We don't play about discrimination over here. The whole username, the comments, they have to be out of here. What are we saying? No harsh reply or comment. It will be copy paste against you. What do you mean, song? What are you saying? That is so out of context. What do you mean by that? I need some more context to fully understand what you mean. I need some more context. Like done 41. Okay. Thank you so much for liking the video. Welcome. How are you doing today? Okay, you're the online police. Okay, I get that. I get that you're the online police. Okay, so you're enforcing YouTube community guidelines. Okay, shout out to you, Song. Okay, shout out to you. Okay, I see that. Okay, so you are like enforcing the YouTube community guidelines are just the rules for healthy communication, it seems like. So they said no harsh reply or comments, or it will be copy paste against you. Okay. But what is harsh reply? That's the thing. I saw the comment before you deleted it. I mean, guys, that's so funny. But what do you mean by harsh reply? Because remember, everything can be interpreted differently. Depending on who you speak to, they interpret things extremely differently, right? But for all the people who have been here for a while, shout out to you guys. I really, really appreciate your support. For all the new people, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show y'all what my life is like. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome, as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. Let me know, how's your day going? What did you guys eat? What do you plan on eating? Excuse me, and what country are y'all tuning in from? For me, this morning, I woke up around 6:30 a.m., 6:35 a.m. I did some schoolwork, went outside, got some lunch, and then I've just been in my room, honestly. I worked on a discussion post today, 2 discussion posts. I worked on an essay today. Working ahead on the essay. And then I completed reading for this week. So yeah, sounds like I did a little bit, but in actuality, it was a decent amount of work. So yeah, we've reached the point in the semester where it's just like we've taken midterms. So it's just like, okay, let's wait. What grade are you giving me on this midterm? I already have my grade back for one of them. Got the grade that I wanted. Thank you, God. So we're waiting for the second one to be graded. That's going to be graded I have no idea when, but I'll get the grade that I want if it's up to God. So thank you for that. And then, yeah, just have to work to the final. This is the point in the semester where people are like, let's go home. But I can't. So, yeah. You're writing every word in comment. Wow. Do you have like a notebook, and do you just like, do you put them in a notebook, or do you just leave it on your computer or something? You're just from, okay, thank you so much for letting me know where you're from, Alex. Hey, Ray, how are you doing today, Ray? Really appreciate the heart, sending hearts to all my supporters watching. Really appreciate y'all. It's been a while since you've been on stream. How are you doing? Your research assistant work today, but like the login, it's not working. That really sucks. Like, I'm ready to work, right? It's been a few slow weeks, and then when you finally want to go ahead and do the task, the login information isn't working, so you can't do it. So we'll check that out later for that one. You're just waking up? Wow. So, okay. Is it like, what time is it in your country? I mean, then again, if it's 5 p.m. and you're just waking up, I'm assuming you probably just work during the days then, right? So, everyone has different sleeping schedules. Song said, I see cute girl criminal activities, time off for duty then. Okay. Alex said, do you know what is the difference between a snowman and a snow woman? I mean, a snowman is a man and a snow woman is a woman. That's what I want to say, but I'm sure that you're gonna tell me I'm wrong, right? Okay. I mean, aren't they made out of snow, so can't they just like make snowballs anytime they want? I feel like I don't really get that joke, Alex. I don't really get the joke. Do you want to clarify? And then, guys, do you have any other questions for me? Any comments or concerns? Y'all lead the discussion, to be honest. So, when I say that, my intended purpose of the stream was to just like, hey, I implemented it into my streaming schedule that I'm going to stream every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just to update y'all what I did for the day, see what y'all did today, engage in any comments that may have been asked to me. Hey, what's your name? Hey, Ryan, I'm glad you could be here. What's up with you? What's up with me is that I'm just sitting here chatting with y'all. The chat has gotten a little bit silent, so I was just seeing if there's any other comments, questions, or concerns, because you guys lead the discussion. When we get silent on the stream, that means conversation came to an end, and we may end the stream. What are we saying? Song said, now me out an online police job. You want to go on a date? That's really funny. Thank you for asking, but no. Thank you for asking, though. Ooh, very nice, Drake. You had fried catfish with a side salad. Okay, I see you with the protein, all right, and then like the healthy carbohydrates, healthy fats with the salads. I mean, salad's kind of like a vegetable, not really carbohydrates, but it turns sugar in your body. So very nice. You always eat good meals. Like, it's either protein packed, or if it's not protein packed, it's like fast food. That sounds good. But shout out to you. Okay. Alex said, you're from India, Song. Very cool. What's it like in India today? Alex said, A did not eat. Okay, because I have no money. Oh no. Do they have food pantries? Go to a food pantry. All you have to, I'm assuming, somebody could text me now. I'm assuming you have internet because you're on YouTube. So all you have to do is type in your phone, nearest food pantry near me. If you go to a food pantry, you're going to get like free groceries. Sometimes they give you free cooked foods. Nothing wrong with a food pantry. I've been there multiple times at my school, guys. Use those resources, all right? I use it mostly because I'm like, it's my school's free resources. But if you are not in like the world of higher education, use the taxpayer dollars, all right? Hey Veronica, what's my face routine? I mean, my face routine was like being born, asked to be born. My mom wanted me to be born, so I was born. And then she took care of me. She fed me healthy foods. I mean, occasionally junk food, right? She never really allowed me to get into makeup, so thus I never really put quote unquote chemicals on my face because makeup is definitely a form of chemical that you're putting on your face, like paint or whatever. So nothing wrong with it. If I knew how to do makeup, best believe I'm doing it, right? One day I'll teach myself. So yeah, never really put that on my face. Never really got into skincare, so it's just always been water and Olay moisturizer that goes on my face. That's basically it. Not sponsored by Olay, but yeah, that's my skincare routine. Hey, how are you doing, the King Pro? I hate my sister a little bit. That is okay. Yeah, I dislike my sister sometimes. So, sometimes, yeah, I dislike my sister sometimes. Like I said, hate. I don't really hate her. I don't really hate nobody. There's certain times I really don't want to spend time with her. My mom wants to, but like, it's okay to hate your siblings as long as you don't hate them continuously, right? Because remember, if you hate somebody, you're always constantly thinking about them, right? Drake said, "Where did Cammy go? She's always dipping out." Yeah, I think she said she was grading some papers for sure. So yeah. What do you mean we're mean, Drake? You don't okay, Drake. Do you have siblings? And if you have siblings, do you always like them? Because remember, I said I don't hate my sister. I never really hated her, to be honest, but I just there are times when I dislike her, severely dislike her, especially when she's mean or like yeah, when she's subjective. So, yeah, subjective in behavior and how she treats people. I don't like that. So, like, there are circumstances when I severely dislike her, but never really hate. Are you able to perform a kickflip? What is that? No, I don't think so. Oh, you can't even talk on this, Drake. So you an only child, dude. What are you like? Why are you butting into the conversation? You an only child. So you see people who are only child, all people who are only children, right? Who are only childs. I how do I say it? I feel like I'm saying it weird. Only child, only children. Yeah, only children, right? And people who are siblings have siblings, completely different. Completely different. All right. So yeah, you can. So I feel like you're an outsider looking in and saying we're being so mean. We're not really being mean. It's just like the life of having a sibling. I feel like, and like once again, some people have siblings and they're great. I don't think God did that for me, but yeah. What are you saying? I thought the braids were out. Yeah, my braids are out. You're talking about my the green ones? Yeah, I took out the green ones, so now I just braided back this hair here. Do you love fur coat? Yes, fur coats are very, very cool. Like, if I ever have the money one day, no. What do I mean ever? One day I will have the money. For all the animal lovers out there, tune off the stream right now, mute the stream. But one day, Uniquely Mia will have a fur coat, all right? Like a real animal skin fur coat. They're so soft and they look so pretty. Like when I'm in Guyana, my mom, like we see the cows all the time, and my mom's like, people be cooking the cows. I'm like, okay, can we go buy the fur? Like, what do they do with the fur? I feel like in South America, if we could find a place where they sell the fur, or some people, like we buy the fur in Guyana, they can make the jacket. That'd be really affordable to get a real fur jacket, right? And as I said, if you are an animal lover, do apologize. But if you are somebody who eat meat, who eats pork, you can't even come for me because you be eating the animal. I don't want to eat it. Um, oh, animal. Oh, cow. Okay, so the cow is leather. But what do you mean the cow's leather though? But what about the coat? The coat, right? Cow is leather, but like, what about the like the patterns? Because in Guyana, I see the cows with the brown coats, like the brown and white, and I see the cows with the black and white. So I mean that turn that into a jacket, right? So yeah, I would do that. I would go and get a custom made jacket with the fur print or whatever. That would be really pretty. Hey Jacob, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Hey, how are you doing? I own a fur store and I would like to sponsor you. Okay, nice. Yeah, definitely open to that sponsorship for sure. We can definitely speak more about it. You can send me a professional email. Go to my YouTube homepage. click the About Me section, and my professional email is going to be labeled right there. So yeah, definitely send me an email, and I'll look more into your company and like respond to you. We can definitely do that. We can make videos, take pictures in the fur coat for sure. Hey Promise, how are you doing? You're gorgeous as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. Drake said I have to get me a mink. Mink? I feel like I've heard about that. Let me Google it really quickly. Is that like that cult that all the New Yorkers wear? I feel like, wow, that's really ooh, that's so nice. Oh my god, that's a lot of money, but they are so pretty. Look at this. Okay, Drake, I see you. Like, do you see that? That's pretty, but do you see that? Like, do you see that? I can't do that on a coat, but like, do you see that? Oh, look at this one. This is so pretty. Like, look at the red. They're pretty, but like, it's the price that's still me off for a coat. Okay, Drake. You know what, Drake? You want that coat, Drake? You're getting that coat. You want that coat? You are getting it. Save your money. I'm saving $10 every single day. So you know what you can do, Drake? If you want that coat, you can save $10 every single day. It's going to take you longer than a year, right? Well, it might not. If you save $10 for the whole of next year, 365 days out of the year, you'll have $650. You can get that coat, but like a more affordable version. So, Drake, if you want the coat starting next year or starting today, you can start saving $10 every single day, and then until you have enough money to buy the coat, and then you can buy the coat. But they're pretty. They're pretty. They look really soft, but that price, $6,000, what makes it so much money? I've never seen a coat in my life. In my life that costs that much money. Wow. I change jackets too much, to be honest, but wow, that's a lot. Hey, welcome Wayne from London. Glad you could be here. What's it like in the UK today? Hey, for the record, I have fox, rabbit, chinchilla fur coat. I feel like the rabbit will be really soft, but I feel like the fox would be a pretty color. Hey, Easton. Drake said you better not be trolling her either with the collab with the coat. Yeah, what do you need my help with, MD? You could call me uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. Ooh, okay, pink mink. Mink? Okay, let me Google that. That's a code. Let's see if we can pick it up. Pink. I feel like I'm saying the name wrong. Mink? I feel like it's right, but I feel like it's such a word. It's like a word that I've never really heard before. Oh, that's pretty. It's like, but I don't really see that designer. I just see, it's pink though. I don't really, oh wait, I do see it kind of like this, you mean? Like that one? Or that one? Now this is not worth $1,000. That is not worth $1,000. I feel like I get that off of Shein, man. Those do not look like it's worth $1,000. Look at this one. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at this. This is so cute. But like $3,000, let them keep it. But like, do you see that? Perfect shade of pink in my opinion. Perfect length for a trench coat. But that $3,000, they better keep that. But that's pretty. Temu got minks? Okay. So I'll check out Temu. Jake said you'll have it one day, Mia. Hey, how you doing? The heaviest. Glad you could be here. Made me. Okay. Oh, like the fur, it made you itchy. Yeah, that's the only thing. But I feel like with the fur coats like that, they're lined. Because I think my mom has a fur coat. She didn't pay $6,000. She didn't pay $1,000, right? I don't know how much she paid, but I know it was less than like $500. Knowing my mom, less than $900. Okay, my mom be buying some stuff, but like less than $900 her coat is, and it's fur. But like the inside is lined. All right, the inside of her coat is lined, so it's not itchy. So my winter coat, the coat that I use for my winter coat, I mean, I didn't bring it to school. Don't tell my mom. Let's hope it don't get that cold. I didn't want to bring those too heavy. But I took my mom's old jacket, like, and because it's a good jacket. So, because I don't know the name that she said her jacket is, but like it's like a leather jacket on the outside, and then the inside it has fur. So in the wintertime, that's the jacket that I use when it's like extremely cold. And she said when she bought it, I think she said she paid like $400 or $500 for it. But like, hey, she said she wore it. She bought it before I was born, right? Or around when I was a baby, and I'm wearing the jacket now. So it's a good investment, and it's a good quote. And now I'm not buying no more winter coats because I don't plan to gain weight anytime soon. So it's going to fit me for like a few years, honestly. So yeah. Okay. I lost my bike. Okay. Mentally affected. Please help me. File a police report. I mean, wait, can you find a, yeah, like, I feel like you could file a police report for lost items, I think. So you could do that. And then, learn from your mistakes. Like, you lost your bike, so I guess try not to lose it again. And then save your money and try to get another one. Ew! You're saying they use New York City rat's fur to make those coats? That's nasty. Mommy, that's not good. Hey, Max. Max said, do you know, okay, why black people have white palms? Because when God wanted to paint them, their palms were on the wall. Just kidding, I'm also black. Oh my God, bro. Should I don't even know if I could put that in timeout. Like, what is that? What is that? Oh my gosh. What are you saying? Okay. It's hard to sew them together because of the fur. Okay, so that's why it costs that much. Okay. So I guess that's the justification for it. But let's go in. They said it's from the Leather Factory. I want to go to the official website. Let's read the About Me section of that jacket. From the Leather Factory. They said you get $15 off for purchases over $120, and that jacket's $1,826. That's insane. That's a ridiculous price for a jacket, in my opinion. Where's the About Me section? They don't even show you product details. All they say is real fur. What type of fur? That's all they say. Real fur. They said inner, it has visco lining. They said the closure is hook and eye closure. The collar is a lapel style. They have an open hem. That's it. No information about the type of fur you're getting. So they could literally be selling you, like you said, rat hair for like that $1,800, and they're just putting that price on. So that's crazy, guys, in my opinion, for a jacket. Hey, MD. Jake said, I literally seen a man's mink coat. Wow. Going for $29,000. That's ridiculous. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's like more than like, well, Hermes bag. I guess the only designer bag that can come close to that $29,000 price is Hermes. But like outside of that, that's crazy. Wow. But hey, there's somebody out there possibly buying it. That is insane. That is insane. Wow. What do you need my help with, MD? Hey, how are you doing, Han? Glad you could be here. Who? Hey, Shay, glad you could be here. Hey, MD. You rich, I'm poor. You're telling me? Or I think you're telling me that. I mean, do you know me? Define rich. What do you mean by rich, though? But, like, do you know me? That's just coming to my head. I don't know you, so I don't know if you're really, quote-unquote, poor. And, like, when you say poor, what do you mean? There's different levels to poor. Are you, like, poor to the extent of, like, hey, you can't afford groceries, you can't afford a house, you can't afford anything, so you're unhoused, you're a homeless individual? Are you saying you're poor, or are you saying you're poor where you have, where you can't afford a house, so you do have, like, a place where you could live, you could still buy groceries, but you're poor so you don't have enough money to, like, go on vacations or anything like that? Are you saying you're poor in terms of, hey, you have money to get you have money to get groceries, you have money to get the occasional clothes, you have money to go on vacation if you save the money, but yet, like, you're not wealthy enough to, like, I don't know, have peace of mind. Like, there's different levels of poor, you see? So, yeah, when you just throw stuff out there, like, yeah, because I wouldn't consider myself to be rich. I'm not rich, but I know I am more fortunate than other individuals because of the hard work of my mom. So, yeah. But, like, what do you mean by that? Drake, really? An LV mink coat costs $45. I have to see what that coat looks like. Let me Google that and see what that coat looks like. What is with this mink designer? What do they do? What's so popular about them? You're right, dude. Wow. Oh my gosh, that is... I think you broke my brain. I didn't know jackets was this expensive. Like, oh my god, these coats are not even all that. These are not even all that. Why are you look at this? This is like a sweater with the LV logo. You're telling me that's $39,115 and 34, and this is pre-owned. This is why my mom's saying instead of like buying regular clothes, we need to start buying, like, save your money and get good quality clothes, because we tried to resell our clothes. We literally got nothing for it. This is pre-owned, and this is being sold for almost $40,000 pre-owned. Look at this. Pre-owned, and this is selling for $15,000, literally $16,000 off the tax. That's insane. Okay, this one's new. So you get new from Louis Vuitton. You're gonna pay $44,000. For what? For what? Man, these ultra wealthy people, I guess this is how the ultra wealthy live. I'm like, this is crazy to me. This is like $50 to them. Honestly, this got to be $50 to them. This got to be $100 to them. Like, that's crazy. Wow, guys. Look at this ugly thing. Look at that. What is this? That's, oh, snap, bro. What did you see? Oh, no, I didn't show you nothing. Okay, you're good. But yeah, that's crazy, guys. That's crazy. But no, honestly, because like, I think somebody on social media, they did like Taylor Swift, because Taylor Swift was like a super duper wealthy woman in America, right? So somebody was like, $10,000 to Taylor Swift, and her money is literally like $100 to her, right? Not even her money, but $10,000 US to Taylor Swift. If she were to buy something that's worth $10,000, they said it's probably only like $100 for her. Go up to $50,000, she's only spending like $200 or $300, right? So when you obtain a certain amount of wealth, it's like you're spending thousands of dollars on these items, but like it's thousands, but it's like $5 to you because it's not hurting your bank account. It's really crazy. Crimes are not good. Don't steal anything, guys. You're rich in love? Exactly. You can be rich in love for real as well, Kenneth. Which is cool. Jake said, type in real mink coat. Some of them are 100K. That's insane. Okay. Real mink coat. Okay, I see the one, and like, I'm seeing the ones for 1,000. Do they have like a website? Yeah, they have a website. Let's go to their website. That was crazy what I did. Can we do like high to low? Okay, let's do high to low. Okay, so high to low, they're not coming up with the 100K, but they're coming out with the 14,000. Okay, we do high to low. They got the 14,000. Let's just round up to 15. All right, 15,000 for that right there. I like the red. Okay, Mia likes the red. Yeah, let's spend like almost 11,000 on the red, guys. Mia likes the red. That's crazy. Oh my god. What would my mom wear? Let's say Queen Mother. Okay, this is for Stu. We got Stu a jacket. We could come window shopping, all right? He could get a jacket for 10,000. Where's my mom? This is my mom right here. She would like that. She would like that. Okay, we're gonna spend like 9,000 on my mom's jacket for sure. Okay, it's crazy. This store is insane. Wow. This store is crazy. People really pay that amount of money. There are people who pay that much for that stuff. That's crazy, guys. Well, ultra wealthy, guys. Where's Cats? I'm not sure, Evan, but how are you doing today, Evan? Point me in the right direction of high quality clothes. I mean, if you're not ultra wealthy, I don't even know what high quality clothes is, to be honest, man. I shop at Shein. I shop at H&M. I'll go to Zara. I do love a Zara. A good Zara. Like, take me to a good Zara. Zara's good. Macy's, go to like when they have a sale. Go to like the clearance rack. Go to Dillard's when they have a sale. Like, yeah. Belk. Most of my clothes come from Belk. They like go to the sales rack at Belk. You'll get some good stuff for affordable prices, for real. Yeah. Those are my stores. Good quality. Yeah, I don't know if they're good quality when you compare it to these prices. That's crazy. Jake said, I would never buy those no matter how much money I have. No, and that's true too. Yeah, I mean, like, but then again, like, I'm saying this now, like, no matter how much money I have, I don't feel like I would ever buy this jacket. But then once again, imagine something happening, you blow up to become a millionaire or a billionaire, like, prices start to look different to you. So It's really crazy, guys. It really is. But like, I would never. It's like we had a discussion before. Like I said, the Hermes bags. I love handbags. Obsession with handbags. But like one day, I will have enough money to purchase a Hermes bag. One day, right? Manifesting it now. Will I ever get that bag? No, because to me, the bags aren't pretty. They're like a box, in my opinion. I don't like the Hermes bags. Why are you dropping like $50,000 in a Hermes bag? Like that's crazy to me. So, but like, I feel like the people who do it, that's like, I don't know, $500 for them, but it's really crazy to me. I remind you of a Liberian. Thank you. Drake said, never mind, you already saw the crazy expensive ones. Travis Scott was in South Africa last Saturday. Okay, wow, it's a lot of tickets that sold. Wow. You spend one dress. Huh? You spend one dress. I'm confused, MD, about what you mean. Anyway. Hey, Noah. Shout out to you, Noah. Glad you could be here. Drake said you could definitely see Queen Mother in that one. Okay, so nice. Hey, Nexie. How are you doing? Hey, how are you doing? What's your name? Taji? Welcome. High fashion is such trash. You see some of the stuff they're slapping luxury brand logo on. That is so true too. I wouldn't necessarily say high fashion is trash, but I would more so say that like fast fashion is quote unquote trash, because fast fashion isn't good for the environment. So that's why when I can, I don't shop. Like, I'm not buying anything anymore. Mostly, I don't really buy stuff anymore from stores like H&M, Forever 21 clothes. But, like, I try not to buy clothes from fast fashion stores anymore, just because, like, fast fashion isn't good for the environment. To be honest, it's really not good for the environment. So, pollutes it a lot. And then again, I'm saving my money, which is probably why I don't buy anything. Mia's saying this long monologue as to why she doesn't buy fast fashion. And the only reason she's not spending money is because she's saving her money so she could thus go and spend the money out. So that's why. But, like, I will say high fashion isn't trash, but high fashion designers, I don't know. I feel like they want to do something that's out there, right? So, like, it's going to be really out there, and sometimes it's probably not the best, but it's out there, I can say, right? So, yeah, but I like fashion. I would never say fashion's trash. I will say certain stores, like I said, Zara, I like Zara, but I would say certain stores like H&M, I do like H&M though, but Zara, Shein, Forever 21, they are fast fashion stores, and you shouldn't shop there because, one, they're not good quality. Like, over the summer, like I said, my mom and I, like, personally for me, I took a lot of my clothes to try and sell, because I just didn't want them anymore, and it was just taking up space, or they don't fit me anymore. I thought they were good quality clothes. No. Literally, I probably only sold like 20 pieces, and I got like $17 in total for the 20 pieces, right? I could have gotten store credit, but I don't want it. So literally, that's it, right? I had to go to Goodwill and donate all my clothes. So like the quality of the stuff that you get, it really is important, and it really matters, because like my mom said one time, she's like, when you look at your clothes, look at it like money, right? You know, like, if we see this pile of money, like, if we look at our closet, right? If we go in our closet and our closet is filled, she said, look at your clothes and see money. If you see a closet full of money, are you just going to go outside and spend that money recklessly on, like, not good quality stuff, right? No, you would probably put that money in a bank account, let it grow, get interest on it or whatever. And then if you really see something you really want to buy, you would take out that money and then go buy it, right? That's what she said, right? So that makes sense, right? But like sometimes when we look in our closet, or if we look at our closet, we see clothes, and if we're doing something really cool, we're like, hey, we don't have nothing to wear to that really cool event. So we're going to the store to like H&M, and we're buying something that's not worth anything, right? We're going to wear it one time, and then we're going to say bye-bye to it, and the quality depletes, right? So that's just different ways to think about it. But I do like fashion. Sometimes, most of the time when I'm at school, it doesn't show that Uniquely Mia loves fashion. But I promise you, I don't think I would ever say high fashion is trash, because I really do like it. Hey, Nexie, glad you could be here. Hey, sweetie, I would buy the jacket, okay, to see if it feels different from a normal price tag. That is true. You know what you can do, which I really want to do right now, and if any employees from Saks Fifth Avenue is watching, watch off. I want to go to Saks Fifth Avenue again in New York, and I want to try on these jackets, because Saks Fifth Avenue would have this. I won't have to buy it. I could just be like, hey, they don't know. I mean, I feel like they know by looking at you. Perception is everything. But at the end of the day, they don't want to discriminate, so they don't know how much money you have by looking at you. I could just walk in with my mom, make sure we dress appropriate that day, and like, hey, pretend we're gonna buy this window shop, and I could try on the jacket and tell you guys if it feels different. So that's all you have to do. Just go to like a designer store, Saks Fifth Avenue, a Nordstrom, what is it, Bloomingdale's is definitely like another one that has like the designer items and designer clothes, and you can see if they have it and just try it on. You're gorgeous as well, Icon. Thank you so much for your kind words. You're pretty as well, Lucas. What are you saying? Taja said, I do love fashion, but some of the stuff they're slapping logos on is bizarre. I've seen some. Oh, yeah, Balenciaga is Balenciaga is kind of, I do, yeah, that's kind of not the best in my opinion. Fashion shows, OMG dudes wearing trash bags with the logo. And that's one thing I will never do. I hate that so much. Like, and like, okay, I will say my mom, I hate when I buy stuff and it has the logo. It's like free advertising, right? So for 1 year of my birthday, my mom did save her money and she got me a pair of, what's my shoes? I forgot the name of the designer shoes that I have. Not Burlington. What's the name of the designer shoes? Burberry. I was gonna say Burlington. Oh my God, bro. So 1 year for my birthday, my mom did save her money and she did get me a pair of Burberry designer sneakers, right? So I wear those sneakers like if I'm traveling somewhere really cool. They're generally like my birthday shoes. Like if I'm doing it like on vacation, I'll wear those shoes since she did spend like a lot of money on it. It wasn't a ridiculous price, but it was like a lot of money for shoes, right? So I do take care of the shoes, but like if I had to choose the sneakers myself, I wouldn't have chosen them because I'm like, it's like free advertisement. You paid how much hundreds of dollars for these sneakers, and the Burberry logo is right on the face of the shoes. Right on the face of the shoes. So like free advertising. It's not even free because you have to pay for it, and I'm advertising their product for free, right? So I don't like stuff like that. Even when I go to the store, if I see a handbag that's really pretty or a shirt that's really pretty, the minute I see the name of the product on letters spelled out on the shirt, I'm like, let me put that back because you're not paying me to advertise this product for you. So I'm gonna give you my money, and like I'm gonna be advertising for free. I know it's a little bit of flawed thinking because you're like, hey, if you like the product, you should still wear it even though it has a name on it. And you're like, hey, in what reality would they ever pay you to advertise it? They could do that if they want, right? But that's just how I think. So I do agree that when designers start putting their logo of their stuff in like bold letters on their clothes, that's when they ruin it, in my opinion. D Support said, why do you think fast fashion is so cheap and who really pays the price? I think fast fashion, I did a project on this, but fast fashion is so cheap because in society there's too many like, there's multiple reasons. One is because the clothes are cheaply made in countries that are like cheap, that have cheap labor. So if you're from any of these countries, I'm not saying your country is cheap. I'm just saying what my research has showed me, right? But like countries like Indonesia, for example, or like some places in India, they said, right? They said it's cheap, labor is cheap there. So like most corporations, they'll go there and they'll pay their employees a little bit amount of money and they'll get like they can get like the products cheaply, the service cheaply, so that's why it happens. Thank you so much, Nanu, for purchasing a gift, sending you hearts. Well, this is half a heart. Together we make one. Everybody, make your finger into a heart, fill it in. Really appreciate your donation to the Uniquely Mia channel. Really means a lot. You are helping me get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. So yeah, I feel like that's why fast fashion is made cheap because one, it's made in countries that like there's not a lot of regulations on what they're doing and what's coming into their country, what's leaving their country. Remember, labor is cheap there. And in addition to that, in society, there are too many social trends, right? It's too many. Like if I were to go on social media today, there's going to be a new fashion trend. If I go on social media tomorrow, there's a new fashion trend, right? So fashion trends are coming out so quickly that like people and not even corporations, but there are corporations and stores, they want to keep up to appease people and like mainstream culture, right? And once again, it's another way to like, I think, keep people who are middle class and low income down, because if you're spending all your money all the time, how are you going to save it, right? And generally if clothes are cheap, that's when you're going to spend your money all the time. You're not saving it. So there's no way for you to like advance your or increase your income, right? So who really pays the price? I feel like those employees definitely pay the price. And you yourself, myself as a consumer, when I engage in that fast fashion purchasing, myself as a consumer is paying the price in a way, right? Because I'm getting bad quality clothes, but my bank account is going down. A cool Mama Tata, back to you. How are you doing today? Don't ever dress appropriately, just have money. What? Don't ever dress appropriately, just have money. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense. You're saying, yeah, like Mark Zuckerberg. Like let's use founder of Facebook, right? 9 times out of 10, if you see him somewhere, he's wearing jeans and a basic t-shirt. That guy's a billionaire. He does not care. He doesn't care. So like if he wants to dress, he doesn't feel the need to dress up. So I can understand. I feel like if I was a millionaire, billionaire, if I feel like going outside of my pajamas today, I'm doing that. I don't care. I already got the money for it, right? But like if you don't have a certain amount of income, you do somewhat have to make sure you're always presentable in society, right? Yeah, presentable in society, so you do have to like dress appropriately where you go. So yeah, I can see that for sure. Drake said, Mia, what'd you eat today? More pasta? No, Drake, I'll probably eat the pasta later for dinner, to be honest, after the stream or something. But I went outside and I got like a buffalo chicken wrap from my school's cafe. It was just like, they put it like in a tortilla, and it had obviously chicken and lettuce in there, and it just came with french fries. So I had that today. Yeah, I don't really feel hungry, but I'm gonna have to force myself to eat something because my mom is like, make sure you eat 2 meals a day, even sometimes when like I don't feel hungry. She's like, your brain is always subconsciously working, so you need to feed your brain food. So yeah. Hey Bane, how are you doing? D Support said, is there a fashion decade you think is totally underrated? Yes, the Victorian era of fashion. Like, bring Victorian era of fashion and dressing back to modern society. Guys, if I could go outside wearing a dress every single day, particularly a dress with a corset and like the like poofiness of it, best believe I'm doing it. Excuse me, it doesn't look like it because I'm always in hoodies, but like, I feel like the Victorian age, they just did it so much better, right? Because, like, obviously, corsets probably were not comfortable, but, like, love the dresses, and, like, there was a standard in society with looking presentable all the time. I will say, myself, since I have entered the world of higher education, I have fallen victim to going outside in sweatpants and, like, sweaters all the time, right? Prior to me coming to school, I was never like that. Prior to me coming to higher education, I was never really like that. I never really went outside with sweatpants, sweaters. I just always tried to look quote unquote presentable, right? But like, if you were going to the park in Victorian England, if you were of the aristocrat household, you had to be dressed to the tens, right? Like whatever you were doing, if you were leaving your household, you had to look presentable, and not even presentable, but like they were wearing the fancy dresses, they were wearing the good clothes. Sometimes I'll go outside with my mom and I'm like, what are you wearing? I'm like, go change, mom. Sometimes I look at myself, I'm like, I don't want to wear this, but like I have to wear this. It's comfy, it's what I have. So like, I feel like the Victorian era of fashion was definitely totally underrated. Like if I could go outside today, like if I ever find a store that's selling those poofy dresses that's like not too fancy, but like in between, that I could wear every day, winter, summer, I'm doing that, because yeah, I feel like there was a standard in society where you had to look good anytime you went outside. Now you go to Walmart, you see people in full-blown pajamas. I'm like, what in the world? I'd never go outside in just pajamas by myself, right? I'll probably go outside in my pajama pants, but it doesn't look like pajama pants, right? But like people go outside and you can actually tell it's pajamas. I'm like, what are you doing? No. At least put on a presentable shirt or something. No. Yeah, if you're gay, you're still welcome here. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as you communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. And remember, don't subject your beliefs or your opinions on other people. You're still more than welcome. Drake said Mia's probably gonna say early 2000s or 90s fashion. Okay, you got it wrong. But hey, you learn something new about Uniquely Mia every day. And you know what? I can understand why you came to that interpretation, Drake, because I do like jeans. I wear a lot of jeans, particularly jeans that has like a lot of colors sometimes and a lot of logos. So you know why I like to wear jeans, particularly unique jeans? or baggy jeans, because baggy jeans, they're comfortable. They're comfy to wear. And particularly my jeans that have like different designs or patterns on it, it looks different. So it looks like I'm trying without even trying. I guess I gave you a secret into my style choice. But yeah, if I'm going somewhere, I tend to prefer to wear baggy jeans, or jeans that are like have an interesting design because they're comfy. And it looks like I'm putting effort into my clothes, and I know people are not gonna have it. Like, it's really rare that people will have like my outfit. So I think that that ties into that 2000s and 90s fashion. But yeah, but like I really do like dresses. I don't wear them often, but dresses are definitely my favorite outfit choice for sure. Hey, how are you doing, Nanu? Glad you could be here. Hey, Anna, how are you doing today? What are you saying? Can I say the name of my first store? You should look out the side. Yeah, you can say the name. Hey, Pastor. You need to get out of bed? Okay, yeah. If you need to get out of bed, then just, like, motivate yourself. Like, you have goals you need to achieve, so definitely get up and achieve those goals. But glad you could be here. D Support said, what matters more to you, price, style, or sustainability? You want me to be honest with the answer? You don't want me to be honest with the answer. Price, style, or sustainability? Okay. Just to show that, like, I am a regular human being, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'll say style, all right? After style, definitely sustainability. After sustainability, definitely style, right? So, like, I'm not buying something if I don't like it. I don't care the price. Like, if it's ugly, if it's pretty, it's style that catches my eye, right? Like, if I'm in it, like, I've never bought anything from an expensive store clothing-wise, right? But, like, if I'm in a store where clothes are cheap, if I'm in a store where clothes are expensive, the style is what draws me in. I like, if it's a basic style, I can't do it. If I like the style, that's what motivates me to want to get it, right? If I know the company is sustainability is always important, but that's not always known in regard to sustainability. And price comes last. I know Uniquely Mia tends to save money. You guys know I don't like my mom spending a ridiculous amount of money on me. Or like, even myself, sometimes I don't like spending a ridiculous amount of money. But I've noticed if I see something I really like, particularly if it's clothes, and the clothes is under, let's say, $100, I'll get the clothes. If I have the money saved, I've spent a solid $80 on jeans before. I feel like I've spent $100 on jeans before, right? And that's a lot of money on jeans for me, but like, hey, if I like it and if I have the money to get it, if I save the money to get it, I'm gonna get it. So that's why price comes last, but at the end of the day, I'm not spending like $200, $300 on a pair of jeans. I'm not doing that. So yeah, but sustainability is always important too. Okay, Mark Zuckerberg has roots from your country. Cool. Mia, do women really care about men? I mean, I feel like some women definitely care about men. I mean, particularly the women who married men. Yeah, decided to have kids with men. I think they definitely care about men to an extent, for sure. Are you a really good student? I mean, I feel like I'm a good student. I feel like I always try my best, and if I tried my best and the result isn't what I wanted, I always try to like reach out to the professor and figure out what I did wrong, how can I get extra help, and etc. So I do think I am a good student, and I think I try my best. Yeah. Hey Derek, how are you doing? Glad you could be here. Hey from India saying, D Support said, what part of Victorian fashion do you wish would come back most? The corsets. I just really want to wear a corset one day. I don't know why. I know they're going to be super painful, but like ever since I was young and my mom showed me like Pride and Prejudice for the first time and then Pirates of the Caribbean, I'm like, I need a corset. I want a corset. So yeah. Hey MM9, glad you could be here. Yes, do consider liking the live stream. Hey, how are you doing, SpongeBob? Glad you could be here, Ryan. Hey, JR, the boss. Glad you could be here. Hey, how are you doing? Bala, glad you could be here. I'm from the United States. Where are you from? D Support said, do you think people dress better in Victorian era or do we just romanticize it? I think the aristocrat dressed better in Victorian era. If we were a peasant, and most of the population was peasants, right? So that's why my wording is very specific when I say Victorian aristocrat. Because I only want the aristocrat fashion. I don't want the peasant fashion, all right? I say peasant is just like working class individual. It's like it's similar to society, right? But like, yeah, so to modern day America, right? We're like, but then again, modern day America, most people dress the same. It's just like, are you getting your clothes from Chanel or are you getting your clothes from H&M, right? But yeah, so I would prefer the aristocrat era of fashion. I feel like we definitely do romanticize it to an extent as well because like I said, the fashion for females in Victorian era, it wasn't comfortable. Like that corsets were literally deforming women's ribs. It wasn't good. They tied it so tight, women couldn't breathe, they were passing out. So it wasn't good. So that part of it is definitely romanticized. So when I say I want the Victorian aristocrat fashion back in modern America or modern day, not even America, I want the more comfortable version of a corset, right? I just want the standard of saying we're not going outside in pajamas. When you go outside, no matter how short the errand is, you gotta look presentable. That's what I want because even myself, like I said, guys, I'm sick and tired of seeing people outside in pajamas and sweatpants and sweaters, and I do it myself, right? I don't like that I do it, but I guess you do what you see people doing, which isn't good sometimes. So, but I'm tired of that. People need to go outside and start looking presentable. That's what I want. But we can't change society as a whole, right? So, I mean, we can sometimes, but yeah. Hey, Oris, how are you doing today? Really appreciate your kind words. Hey, Brian, you're beautiful as well. How are you doing today? Do you watch K-pop Demon Hunters? Yes, it is so good. Love that movie. I love you if you do. I would do anything for you to watch it. I've seen it like 3 times already, so it's a really good movie. You're streaming? Nice, nice. What are you streaming about, Epic? D Support said, can you speak like you're from the Victorian era? I feel like you slay the accent and the drama. I don't, because remember, let's see some Victorian era words. I don't really know. I mean, I know, but like, it's so weird, okay? I mean, they had an accent. I can't do their accent, but I could speak with their words in the sentence. Let's see what Google says are some Victorian era words. Not the world? I cannot pronounce these words. Oh my gosh, yeah, even the Victorian era words, according to Google, they're words that I've never even seen before in my life. So I can't even say those words because my accent would be terrible. But I guess you saying speak according to how movies portray Victorian eras words. Let's see. Hey, Aaron, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Oh, no. Okay, let's see. Let's think of a sentence, Victorian era sentence that I can say. This is going to be totally modernized version because those Victorian era words, I've never seen those words before. But according to movies, let's see. What is this? Don't just speak. That's so funny. Okay, let's see if we can say this sentence, guys. Let's see if we can say it. Milady does that. That's so funny. Okay, stop smiling. Stop smiling. I gotta stop smiling. That's hilarious, guys. Stop smiling. Okay. Alright. Okay. I think I'm good. Alright. This sentence is so funny. You know, you just see the sentence and you know it's gonna sound weird, so you laugh. That's how I am right now. Alright. Milady, thou possess the talent to speak in the tongue of the noble Victorian age. What is that? That made no sense. But like something like that. So they I feel like it's not even much different. I mean, movies obviously portrayed it, but like they didn't use words like, right? So I saw this person on TikTok do a challenge, right? They were like, I'm using filler words right now. They spoke for like a whole minute without using filler words. Let's see if I can respond to some of your comments without using filler words. You'll see how my sentences become, I guess, a little more better and more clearer, right? But I'll also be speaking a little slower. Let's see if we can respond to y'all without using filler words. Hey, Aaron, how are you doing today? Those are your store names. Let's see. Okay, okay. Wow. Those, you have some expensive hats at your store. Do you hand make these? Look at the hats. Okay. So this is one person's USA Fox Furs, it seems like. Where's your jackets? Okay. You said you wanted us to look at your jackets. Wow. Okay. So it's not even the mink. We got 1,000, 1,000, 2,000. That one's really cool. We got that. Wow. Oh my gosh. Do people actually buy this jacket for that price? Since you said that's your company, do you actually make sales on that? Are you able to share that information? What are we saying? Okay. I don't think I was speaking without filler words. Well, I am speaking without filler words right now. So it is very easy, as you can tell, for me to speak without filler words. Because filler words are words like, I don't want to know all the filler words, to be honest, but let's see. So I guess I don't speak much different then. My writing helps. But filler words are like, like, you know, I do use the word like a lot. I want to try and diminish or remove that word from my vocabulary. But let's see if we can answer this question by Sad, what's going on, without using any filler words. Hello, Sad. Welcome to the live stream. What is going on in this stream right now? I'm just talking to you guys. I'm responding to your comments that you guys are asking me. If you have a comment, question, or concern, feel free to write it in the chat, and I'll be more than happy to answer it for y'all. So as you can see, I mean, y'all was a filler word. I was supposed to say you all instead of y'all, but like, you see, like is in that. That's one of my pet peeves with the words I've noticed. I don't use a lot of filler words like or I don't think I use that a lot, but like is definitely one of those words that is stuck in my vocabulary, which needs to be pulled out for sure. Hey, Golden. Oh, wow, you hunt animals for those coats. Okay. So, so the price is representing the labor that you are putting into it for sure. Okay. Well, they look pretty cool. I like the neutral tones. The neutral tones are very cool. Goes with everything. D Support said, imagine you could attend a Victorian ball. What would you wear? If I could attend a Victorian ball, I am wearing, obviously, a ball gown for sure. I would like my ball gown to be pink. Duh. It needs to be pink. But I want sleeves, right? You know how some people wear the ball gowns and they don't have sleeves? I want the sleeves on the ball gown. It could be like, the sleeves doesn't necessarily have to be like starting on my shoulder. It could start like half a shoulder, the sleeves, right? It could start going down, the ball gown, glitter with the ball gown. Let's get butterflies and let's like glue the butterflies. Maybe the butterflies could be in gold or silver, and let's glue the butterflies going around the train of the dress. In front, this area is going to be like literally covered up. I hate it so much when my mom finds a really fancy dress. Why do they have a big slit in the center? Like, why do they always have to sexualize females' clothing? Hate that so much. So yeah, it's going to be mesh. No, I don't like mesh. Corset on top, maybe like a silk embroideration, whatever we want to say, but the bottom would definitely be like the poofy one with the glitter. So yeah, that's what I would wear to a Victorian ball. So yeah, we're bringing a little bit of the modern in it because I don't even know if they had glitter back then, but hey, it's in my ball. It's an imaginative scenario. What am I doing, Golding? Just going through the comments, responding to you guys. You're pretty as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. D Support said, if you could wear one Victorian-inspired piece today, what would it be? Corset, lace gloves, or long coat? Corset. I've worn lace gloves before. I've worn long coat before. I low-key have worn a corset before, but I feel like it was a fake one. So, yeah. And I could get one. I'm always talking about the corset. I could actually get one, but they call it a faja in modern day America. But it looks so scary because those girls who wears it, it literally has like 5 different layers. I'm not even exaggerating. Like first they'll zip it up. Wait, no, first they'll pull it and they'll pin it, and then they'll zip it up, and then they'll take another zipper and then zip it up. So I could get one, but like it's low-key expensive, like $50, right? It's not bad, I guess. Supposed to train your waist to be slimmer too, but like, what if I don't like it? I can't, it's not like I could give it to my mom. We would have two different sizes. So, yeah. You love the word y'all? No, it's so easy. And the thing about it, the word y'all was never in my vocabulary before I came to school, because that's what, like, the people around me, that's the word that they use, because that's, like, in their lingo. Yeah, so, like, I got that word from listening to other people speak. I always used to say you all, I feel like, before I came to school. So, but y'all is definitely a, like, hey, it's an easy word to use for sure. Like, instead of saying you guys or you all, you're like y'all. So, yeah. Um, oh man, it's ugly. Looking at a dress that was set to me, guys. What do we say? You're pretty as well, Heather. What is meant by IDK? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Or I didn't knock. It could be interpreted many different ways, to be honest. Now that I think about it, but generally, well, that's pretty. But generally, is I don't know. Man, don't send me nothing. Sorry, guys. Somebody's texting me dresses, and I'm like, don't send me nothing. Guys, if I have a shopping addiction, my mom is even worse. Honestly. Not even exaggerating. It's a genetic trait by this point. And yes, I low-key feel like you can definitely transmit genes for, like, your obsessions to your children. Because I definitely see it with my mom, my sister, and myself for sure. D Support said, if you were a character in a Victorian story, okay, what would your style be? Dark and moody, high society glam, or rebel streetwear? I'm going for high society glam. Like, high society glam for sure. Hey, Steven, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Hey, Muhammad. Hey, how are you doing, Brandi? Glad you could be here. All of y'all need to chill. Hey, Sweet Tea. What's happening in the chat? Somebody fighting? Disagreement? Keep it respectful. You don't know means leave it. Leave it. Wait, what? Hey, Remy. How are you doing today? Yeah, what you need, opinions on? I could definitely try to give you my opinion on a topic. Alex said, Muhammad, you're funny. Okay, Remy said, so a little while ago, my dad found a spider and me. Okay, you love spiders. Okay, so you wanted to see. So you went to look. He freaked out, screaming at me, saying I wasn't a spider whisperer. I told him he's being dramatic. Okay. Is that what you need the opinion on? Or I think there's probably a follow-up to that, so let's wait before I give my opinion. D Support said, if you could spend one day dressed in the 1920s, 60s, or 1990s, what am I picking? Let's get a quick revival of 1920s fashion. Yes, I'm Google. Oh, that's the flapper fashion. Okay, I see you flappers. All right, let's see what else we got. 1960 fashion. Wait, I gotta spend the day there, like in the era with the people? Oh, snap. If I gotta spend the day in the era with the people during that era, I'm choosing the 1990s. Like, I'm not going back too far at all, to be honest. But, like, if I could choose the fashion and bring the fashion into modern society, I'll go with the flappers. Yeah, I'll go with the flappers only if I could bring the fashion to modern day, right? But if you're telling me I gotta choose the fashion and then I'm gonna go spend the day in that era with the same people, I'm going to the 1990s. I'm not going back too far at all because it wasn't good. It was not good if I go back too far. So yeah. Okay, you followed up. Let's see. Okay, so you want to know if you're in the wrong, Remy, for calling your dad dramatic. Okay. No, I don't think you're wrong for calling your dad dramatic. Man, some of y'all have very strict households because I call my mom dramatic all the time. Like, I don't call her dramatic, but like I say the equivalent sometimes to dramatic, and she does not care. I call my mom dude, guys. She does not care. So, you're telling me your dad got mad at you because you called him dramatic? You need to reevaluate that relationship, probably. But then again, that's probably just your relationship with your dad. But like, it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of sus to me. I don't know. You call your dad sir? Oh, okay. Hey Steven. It's 11:05. Okay, we're at wow. Okay. Have a good night as well, Steven. Thanks for tuning in and saying hi. It was a pleasure speaking to you. Always a pleasure when you're on. Okay, he got anger issues. Okay, that makes sense now. Okay, I can understand that. Yeah, so I feel like if you know your dad has anger issues, don't feel bad. You should not feel bad, but you have two options. You can either be like, hey, I don't want to be around you. I don't want to be around your anger issues, and dip out of the situation, right? You don't got to be around your dad. It's a choice that you're making, right? Two, or since you know like your dad has anger issues, but you don't necessarily care, don't feel bad about your behavior or your response. Because in my book, you didn't do anything wrong, personally for me. But you could always be careful about what you say so that way you don't quote unquote trigger your dad next time that happens, if that makes sense, Remy. So yeah, that's my advice to you. Sweet Tea said you should have said yes, sir, especially knowing his anger issues. Yeah, so it's kind of, yeah, so depending on what you want to do, yeah. Hey, King, you're cute as well. How are you doing today? Oh, so you have no discrimination in your ruse? What do you mean? Oh, because you see the pin comment? Yeah, thanks for asking, but like all opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. Discrimination is not welcome. Implicit or explicit forms of discrimination, the first time you type it, depending on what you type in the form of discrimination you type, you'll be put in timeout. The second time you do that, you will be banned, or my channel will be hidden from you. The only way you'll ever find it again is if you create a fake account, I guess. So yeah. So those are my rules. Also, no unsolicited sexual remarks about people, how they look, etc. That's prohibited on the channel as well. Main rule, guys, if you are not going to say something while I'm right in front of your face, or if you're having a disagreement with somebody in the chat, if you're not going to say something to them when they're right in front of you, when they can see you and you can see them, don't say it and don't type it out, because typing stuff, it doesn't protect you. If somebody really needed to figure out who you are, best believe they can do that, all right? Remy said, to clarify, I didn't touch the spider. I wasn't close to it at all. Okay, he still screamed at me with no apology. Yeah, parents don't really apologize, even when they're wrong. Like, yeah. Queen Mother doesn't apologize even when she was in the wrong, or her quote-unquote claims were disproved. I've been into disagreements with my mom, guys. It's so funny. It's literally so funny. In the past, I've had disagreements with my mom, right? And, like, I would get in trouble, right? And then we would go outside, and she would talk to me about disagreement, right? And she would say the most unhinged thing, right? The most unhinged, super duper, really hurtful thing, right? And then 2 weeks later, or not even 2 weeks later, like 5 days later, she's coming at me like she's my friend again. I'm looking at her. She's looking at me. I'm like, well, you being nice to me. You don't remember when you said this to me? And she's like, what? I never said that. What are you talking about? And it's like she genuinely forgot what she said, right? So, and they don't apologize. Parents really don't apologize at all. But then again, I guess that's why they have parent status, you can say. So, get a voice recorder and record. But, like, that's what you could do now. So that way you could always, like, just play it back for them so they could be like, oh, this, and then they could apologize for you. But, yeah, don't expect your parents to apologize. Like I said, it's always a choice that you're making. So, like I said, it's a choice. Like, yeah. I've had disagreements with my mom sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. It's my choice to remain in that environment because, like, I have less disagreements with my mom. I have more happy moments than disagreements, right? So even though my mom takes care of me, even though my mom loves me and she supports me, right? In a way, it is a choice that I'm making to remain in quote unquote that situation, right? If I wanted, I could be like, bye, I don't want this anymore, but then I would be totally not good at all, so I'm not doing that, right? But so the same thing with you, Remy. It is a choice that you are making. So it sounds like you feel very strongly about this situation. So like ooh, snap, bro. Okay, I'm back. So it seems like you feel very strongly about this situation, Remy. So, like, if you're saying, hey, if you feel like you have more disagreements with your dad than you have happy moments, that doesn't sound like a positive situation to be in. So my advice is to dip out and say bye-bye. I mean, unless you're like a Nepo baby and like you need to be nice for your inheritance, but I didn't tell you to do that, right? So whatever, yeah, just it's just your life. So everything's a choice that you're making, to be honest. Hey, Ann Kate, glad you could be here. Okay, another question. Okay. My dad is a recovering, okay, alcoholic, okay, and he's been abusive physically and emotionally. Yeah, call 911. Call 911 and get that guy incarcerated for sure. I don't care if he's your parent. I do not care. What do you mean he's being abusive to you physically and emotionally? He's getting better. Call 911 and get that guy incarcerated. If he's still traumatized, I mean, you are not responsible for your parents' trauma. You are not. I mean, at the end of the day, if they were traumatized before they had you as a kid, that was their choice to have you, knowing they were experiencing this trauma. And if they were traumatized after they had you, like if you were a baby and they were traumatized, they had more than enough time to heal, go seek therapy, etc. So that way they can quote unquote hide their trauma from you to be the best parent possible. So I feel like I can't really tell him. I can't really tell you if you should forgive your dad or not. That is your choice based on your lived experiences. Honestly, that's your choice, but nobody should ever have the right to be emotionally and or physically abusive to you, in my opinion. So yeah. Why do I have a mustache? Go through elementary school biology, and I'll figure it out. Or go to YouTube University, just type it in puberty and you'll figure it out. Hey Miyu, how are you doing today? Hey Kem, Mia, the best English voice ever. Thank you so much. Okay. Hey John. Hey, how are you doing? Okay. All right. Hey B. Hey, your account. All right. You hate my sunglasses. What sunglasses? You trying to be mean? You can't even get it. You can't even get what this is, right? How many times I gotta tell y'all? If you want to be mean, if you want to roast me, at least get the stuff right. The amount of times I've seen people trying to be mean and hateful, and they spell something wrong in the comment. They get the terminology wrong, and it's really embarrassing for y'all. Like, if you want to be mean, come on, get it right, okay? It's really embarrassing for y'all. Oh yeah. So you're only 15, so where do I go? Exactly. That's another valid thing to take into consideration. You're only 15. I mean, you are only 15. There are places you could go, but like your life is going to be extremely difficult, right? So once again, don't do something for your life. Don't disrupt your life and be like, hey, uniquely Mia, you told me to do this and now my life is terrible. My advice to you, Remy, given your age, and I'm not sure if you're being truthful. I would hope you're being truthful, but I don't know. I'm assuming you're in school, high school, right? So go to your counselor. What's today? Monday, 6 p.m. Whatever time it is in your country. If you're in the United States, wait until tomorrow. And when you go to school tomorrow, speak to your school's counselor, right? Speak to your school's counselor. Tell them what you're encountering, and they'll offer you, I'm assuming, various options or alternatives and things like that. So you can be supported in that situation that you are experiencing. My teeth's amazingly white. Thank you. How are you? Irish or are you Irish or German? Neither, to my knowledge. Then again, colonization. Who knows? Okay. Where am I from? I'm from the United States. Where are you from? Mammute, where are you from? So guys, welcome everybody to the live stream. Everyone who just joined, shout out to you guys. Really appreciate you guys for your support. Hey car dude, how are you doing? Okay, what's it like in Germany today? I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and y'all are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. Remy said your nails look like the trans flag. Really? I did not know that at all. Oh. When I was just doing random designs. No, yeah, that was not my intention at all. I was just doing random designs, and I had blue, I had white, and I had pink. Oh, yeah. Hey, Candy. Like, why are people taking over colors? Like, I don't get this. But yeah. What's my Instagram at Uniquely Mia? But I don't really post, so you guys can follow me on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Uniquely Mia 123 on Twitch. What's the point of your hair on my head? Because honestly, it's a great question. What is the point of hair on your head? I mean, the point of hair on my head is because I love doing different hairstyles. So having hair on my head allows my mom to do that for me. But yeah, why do you always act like the victim? Black people own slaves too. You are 100% right. Black people own slaves as well. Particularly they often own slaves exactly in addition during the transatlantic slave trade too, but that was a select few. Black people don't always act like the victim, right? Black people don't, I can't speak on the population of all black people, but like the African American quote unquote black people that I know, myself as a black person, I wouldn't say I act like a victim. I will say if there are going to be reparations or like accommodations because of the historical history and discrimination that has endured on the black race, I will benefit from that. And it's not to say black people acting like the victim. It's white people. It's a transatlantic slave trade. You guys made us the victim. Your ancestors made us the victim, right? So how are you thus going to blame somebody and shame somebody for living in a role or a status that was given to them, placed on them? My ancestors was in Africa. We were kings and queens in Africa. You guys came over. I'm not sure if you're white, but like the white ancestors, they came over and they stole us from the land. We never asked to come here. Like literally. So, even though you say black people own slaves too, yeah, they saw a way. Slavery is never justified, but the black people who owned slaves, they had their freedom and they wanted to advance and engage in equal competition with the white people, so they did what they had to do during the time. Like, yeah. So, yeah. Thank you, Remy. Glad you like my nails. If you want to see more manicure videos, go to my YouTube. Well, yeah, you can go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and click the nail videos. And I also live stream about every Friday at 5 p.m. showing you guys my nail design. Shout out to all my supporters on the live stream. I feel like rookie numbers is actually counting views. You're telling me you're doing something for the views. You're not doing something because you genuinely enjoy it and you want to make a difference. As I said previously, if I have one supporter on, if I have 15, if I have 10, if I have 20, if I have 30, shout out to you guys. I appreciate that one supporter the same way I appreciate that 15 supporter, because you are a real person and you have decided to be on the stream, spend your time with me, share your thoughts, and hear my thoughts, right? You don't have to do this. You don't have to be here. Nobody's forcing you to be here, right? So I feel like it's rookie and it's kind of a cliche and not, if people are just doing stuff for the views, I don't know if that's cool, in my opinion, personally, right? Do something that you really enjoy, and if you make a difference on at least one person, then I'm happy, okay? So yeah, colors are just colors. That is true. Hey, how are you doing, Jamil? Glad you could be here. Hey, Alexis, you're beautiful as well. How's your lesbian sister? Huh? To my knowledge, none of my siblings are lesbians, but then again, I don't really know. Hey, the Amazons, how are you doing today? Hey, how are you doing, Cardos? How are you doing here? Glad you could be here. Your account, why do you have a mustache? Are you a secret male? I am biologically female. Why do I have a mustache? I'm assuming you're a little kid. I always say that because if you are an adult and you are still asking a female, particularly if you're an adult male or an adult female yourself and you are asking another female why they have a mustache and you are an adult, you did not pay attention in school, did you? Like, what were you doing? Because you need to go back and reevaluate. So you have to be a kid your account. That's the only way. So what I will tell you, since you're a kid, when you get to elementary school puberty, high school puberty classes, pay attention. And if you're eager to figure out, learn more information before then, use YouTube University, all right? Go to the search bar and click puberty. What is puberty? And somebody will educate you for sure. Hey, how are you doing, Watson? Thank you, thank you. Glad you like my nails. No, I don't like pedicures. My mom is the pedicure person. What are we saying? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Those were countries in Africa. Yeah, and kings and queens. Some of the most famous kings and queens in the world come from um African country. You got Queen Sheba. We got Cleopatra. We got Shaka Zulu. Do you guys know who Shaka Zulu is? We have a lot of like monumental figures that come from Africa. Their names are known and some of their names are not known. But yeah. Like I can't see my ancestors wanting to willingly come like for the people from Africa. Like they have to be forced here. It's cold. Like it's cold. Like what is there? Like like they had riches, they had gold. So like literally, guys, do a deep dive in history. It's really really interesting. Do I have a tattoo? No. No, I don't think that's what you're asking. Okay. You're beautiful as well. Not. Thank you so much for your kind words. You're beautiful as well. Um, Messi is the best football player. Okay. Oh my gosh, you got people. Now you spreading misinformation. What in the world? What do you mean Cleopatra's from Greece? I might have to reinstate a rule where I have to put people in timeout if they spreading misinformation. Let's not, guys. America is not, particularly through K through 12, America is already not like on the top 10 of like the best education in the world for K through 12, all right, according to various research studies. So let's not spread misinformation, okay? Let's not be spreading misinformation by saying Cleopatra's from Greece. Like, what in the world did you come up? What? She's from Egypt. She's from Egypt. um. Yeah, bye. You were spreading misinformation and you were being hateful. The door is out. You do not have to be here at all. It was a pleasure having you. If you want to gain enlightenment in the future and be part of a positive community, feel free to come back on and subscribe. What are we selling? You may have gotten it mixed up because some of her boyfriends are quote unquote mistresses for Cleopatra. I think that's the name for men. I feel like mistress. I don't think that. I think mistress is mostly for females. But shout out to Cleopatra. The males had the mistresses. She had them too. All right. Shout out to her, to feminism. All right. But you may have gotten confused because some of her quote unquote male mistresses were from. Some came from Rome. Some came from Greece. From like all over in a way. All right. Hey West, how are you doing? Okay. What are we saying? Yeah, we're still live. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you doing today? Alexander the Great, was he from? Yeah, wait, Alexander the Great. Oh yeah, he probably was from. Let me see. I know he was a general. I don't really know much about Alexander the Great, the greatest general in the world, they say. But I know Caesar and Mark Antony, they're from Rome and they were like Cleopatra's husband. I don't think they officially married, to be honest. But hey, she was a queen, nobody cared. And I heard, yeah, okay. He was from Pelea? Pella, Greece. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Mark Antony's from Greece. Oh. Hey, what are we saying? What are we saying? Glad you're doing good, Wes. Glad you're doing good. Who died in a drinking competition? Mark Antony? No, he didn't. Mark Antony did not die in a drinking competition. Like the Romans, I forgot which emperor. It wasn't Caligula. It wasn't him. It was another emperor. They wanted Egypt. They like went and invaded Egypt, and Mark Antony was going into battle. He knew the battle was lost, honestly, but hey, he went down with Cleopatra, so he died in battle. He didn't die in a drinking competition. Caesar, he was stabbed like 13 times. Once again, that's not good. But that's what the Romans did. They don't want you. They eliminated you for sure. So, yeah. Cleopatra, she was bitten by a snake, unfortunately. I mean, you say unfortunately, but like they knew that she knew that she would have been tortured if she was taken. Yeah, she knew she would have been tortured. She would have seen her kingdom literally in disarray. Who knows what they would have done to her, sexual assault, all those other things. So, even though she did, like, hey, it was the best option for her, I guess, in that time, because there was no coming back from that. Like the Romans literally invaded. Mark Antony was dead. The general, all her soldiers, they were taken. So, like, hey, as a female, if you're a queen and your nation is taken in ancient cultures, there's no freedom for you. There's no freedom for you. So, she took the best option. And that shows you the importance. Like, you know why I really like Cleopatra too? It shows you the importance of how society, modern day, the patriarchy is a scam, and how quote unquote female, and how quote unquote tracing the lineage via men and taking male's last name and putting the highest standard in society on men is wrong. That's what Cleopatra really shows you in modern day, because Cleopatra was a queen, right? She was an empress, literally. And after her death, all her kids, they were not traced by their fathers. Her kids, people could have traced the lineage for Mark Antony and Caesar. They didn't do that. They traced Cleopatra's lineage and her kids' lineage by the females, by their mother, okay? That's how the throne was given, literally, right? So, like, her kids, they were heir to the throne because of their mother, not because of their fathers, all right? Because of their mother. And multiple ancient societies, they were matrilineal, where, like, the ancestry was traced via the mother. So this idea of the patriarchy and how females are supposed to take male's last name, and how like the lineage is traced through men is a scam. If ever, like, that would be too much. But like if I was in a family, right, and we actually had the means to trace our ancestry, it's impossible. Like, if we had the means to trace our ancestry, and if we were to find the first female, like, not the first female, but like the first, I don't know, it's really hard to do that, but like when they created last name, because last names had to be created, right? But I feel like if I were to do like a study or like a ancestry trace, and I found out like the first female ever in my line with the last name, when they first created the idea of a last name, I would change my last name to her last name, because it would thus be matrilineal, guys. Like, right? Like, it's not my goal to get married, really isn't. Like, my goal is to make a lot of money, travel the world with my mom, things like that. But like, yeah, like, it's not my goal to have kids, nothing like that. But if I ever become super duper wealthy and I do want to give that wealth to somebody else, and I do have a quote unquote child, it's having my last name, even though, yeah, it's having my last name, because matrilineal. And once again, last names aren't even good too, because it's the slave master's last name. So like, hey, my family, all our family, we should do what Malcolm X did. Wasn't he the guy who did that, who changed his name to X? Yeah, Malcolm X. What's our favorite letter? What's my favorite letter? I don't know. I don't have a favorite letter, but like Z. We could become Mia Z. My mom could become Uniquely Mom Z. That's what we need to do, because it's like, it's the slave master's name. It's not our name. My last name isn't my name. It's the white people's name. It's not even my name. But yeah, matrilineal. Shout out to matriarchs. Like, matriarch is good. Yeah. Matriarch is good. What are we saying? What are you saying? No, Alexander the Great, Cleopatra are not together. They lived about... Oh, okay. Yeah. Alexander the Great and Cleopatra, they weren't together. No. Alexander the Great was a general, right? So Alexander the Great, he wasn't born into royalty. He just conquered, like, most of the nations around Mesopotamia, and like, I think he tried to branch out to Africa a little bit. But Alexander the Great, he was a general, so he conquered all this, and thus, because of his conquering, they labeled him kind of like a king, but he was still a general. He built like the Library of Alexandria and like all that really cool stuff. Then the library was destroyed, which is kind of sus, but yeah. Hey G, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Thank you. Glad you like me. Okay, saying Alexander the Great died in a drinking competition. Oh, okay. I have to do some research into that. That's the first time I'm hearing that. Um, let's see. Thank you. Glad you love my glasses. Thank you so much. Hey, West. Okay, what are you saying? Yeah, why am I getting banned? Because I'm saying something you don't like? Because what, you're quote unquote reporting my channel for what, false accusations? Is that what people have been doing anytime I start to speak about topics that they don't like, right? Or topics that you guys cannot justify or come back at me without being blatantly mean to support your claims? You're reporting me? I mean, it's not good to report people falsely. Karma's gonna come back at you. But shout out to YouTube. You guys have been really good at like listening to my story and taking away like the false reports and things like that. So yeah, but like, why would you say I'm getting banned though? What am I saying that you don't like? Matriarch? Does my feminism and my confidence in my feminism and me not bowing down to the patriarchy, does that concern you? Does that make you feel less than? What about me saying, what am I saying that's making you not feel good right now to say that I'm gonna get banned? Alex said Z is a very bad letter. Okay, so don't change my last name to Z. But no, one day I'll be really cool. Like, just remove my last name. It's not my name. It's really not my name, man. So, yeah. I mean, it's my name, but like, it's just like if you trace the lineage, I mean, it's not my name, right? So yeah. What are you saying? What's my bench max? Oh, like bench press? I don't bench press. I'm scared that like I'll hurt my back or something like that. I lift weights, so like with my arms when I go to the gym and exercise, my max is like 15 pounds. One time I got to 20, but then I stopped. So 15 for now, if we're working our way up a little bit. Hey Jalen, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. I'm doing pretty good today. I did some schoolwork, hopped on stream talking with y'all. We've been streaming since 4 p.m. so we've been going strong. So the stream might end a little soon since the comment section got a little quiet. I think I triggered a little bit of people. I think I did that, but it's okay. So, but let me know how you're doing, Jalen. How are you doing today? Hey, Real West, how you doing today? What's my squat? I don't squat. Yeah, I used to do it, and I don't know why I stopped. Well, I stopped because it used to look weird, honestly, and like it would throw my balance off a little bit, so that's why. What are we saying? You look like you could run fast. You got the track aura. You know what? I've actually never tried to see, like, I've never actually tried to run to my full extent to see how fast I would go. Okay, what's patriarchy? Let's give you the formal definition. I'll give you my meaning of it because I know some people are gonna be like, hey, that's wrong. So I might as well give you what Webster, the dictionary, says, right? Yeah. Okay. It's a system of government in which the father or eldest male is the head of the household, right? So in modern society, when females get married, traditionally females are changing their name, right? When my mom got married, she changed her name, right? So that's what happens throughout society, right? That's what patriarchy is. It's a male-dominated or a male-led world. And honestly, for most of history, it has been a patriarchy. At least in modern history, it has been a patriarchy. When I say matrilineal, that's when ancestry is, and when the ruling class or the ruling domination of society is traced through females, right? Traced through the mother, not the father. And in ancient societies, like I said with Cleopatra, it was a matriarchy. When you look at royalty, when the lineage is traced, traditionally when the lineage has been traced, it has been through the mother, but it was the British, the United Kingdom that really set the standard and changed it, saying that royalty lineage is traced through the males. That's what really changed it, the patriarchy emerging. So yeah, that's what patriarchy is, what modern society is traditionally, people changing their name to the male name, etc., things like that. Would it be okay if I do a dookie while watching this live stream respectively? Okay. Alex said I push 225 pounds. I can be your trainer. Come to Ukraine. All right. If I'm ever in the Ukraine, and I guess I need a personal trainer. Jalen said I'm well. I think I'm ready to read more harder books than Dr. Seuss. Okay, nice. Glad you're doing good, Jalen. And shout out to you. That is so awesome. Like, my hand is like holding my phone, but I'm giving you round of applause on my arm. All right, Jalen, that is so amazing. That's awesome. Like, yeah, continue to advance. And what's the next book that you plan on starting after Dr. Seuss? My recommendation, it's a long one. It is a long book, right? It's about 500 pages, but it's like a fun book because it has like it has like drawings in it, and then the sentences, the paragraphs, it's not too big at all, right? Diary of a Wimpy Kid series, I do enjoy. When I was younger, I definitely did enjoy the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series. That's a really good book to read. I mean, if I were to read with books now, I feel like I would still really like the books right now. If I were to reread it, I have it at home. Maybe I'll try rereading it when I go home, but it's a good book. And the author's still releasing books, but I stopped reading his books. I don't know why I stopped reading it, but I think I just stopped. But at least prior to like 2010, I had all the books that he released up until that point in time. Yeah, exactly. Patriarchy is a male-centered society. I'm from Africa tribe. Okay, that's matrilineal. Okay, very cool. And up until my parents' generation, men were only really sperm donors. Okay. So in your tribe, Godson. So you said, so I'm assuming that changed, right? Since you said now up until recently, men were only seen as sperm donors. But like, so do you still like? So is your society still mostly matriarchal? And do you have last names in your culture? So I guess you take like the females, right? Or if you don't have last name, I guess the females are just like okay, this is what the female doing, mostly doing all the work. This is like the hard, yeah. So yeah, that's really cool. It's really awesome. Okay. Wes said some cultures disagree when people with the same surname want to get married. They claim that they're related. What's your thoughts on that? Like, you never know too. That is so true too. Because like, yeah, that is honestly true. I mean, if you look at it, everyone's related, right? If you're married right now, you're kind of related to your husband like 1% because all humans are related. That's really nasty to think about. But like all humans are related, at least 1% of your DNA, 0.5% of your DNA, right? But I get what you're saying, relatives. You don't want cousins marrying cousins, whether that's your first, second, third, fourth, fifth cousin. You don't want that. Like that's really sus. And then, yeah. So I feel like when you look at people with the same last name, steer away from that person. I mean, even if they're white, steer, or like if you're white, they're like, if you're black, they're white. If they're white, and you're Hispanic or Asian, stay away from that person because like, hey, you don't know. They could be like, I don't know, distant relative or like, I don't know, really don't know. But if you say you really like that person and they have the same last name as you, I mean, DNA test is really going to tell you how much percentage you're related to that person, to be honest. So I guess that's how I see that. But yeah, surname, I do understand the idea of a surname to make people identifiable. But so I feel like for white people, surnames definitely work well, I guess, because hey, I mean, like, I don't think a white person was enslaved. It happens to some people, but like generally surnames, it benefits white people, Caucasian individuals. So if two white people have the same name, you're most likely distinctly related. When you get to the concept of like a minority and a white person, did you own me? Like, did you own my ancestors? What happened with this? Like, hey, like, what did you do to my ancestor? Why do we have the same last name? To my ancestor, was this a form of forced servitude? So you see? So yeah, it just really depends. And then again, names repeat sometimes. Like, I've seen numerous people with my last name, to be honest. They're mostly white, but like it's spelled differently, right? So yeah. Jalen said, I was thinking if you give a pig a blanket, but one day I'll get there. Give a pig a blanket? I've never heard of that book before. I have to check that out. Pig a blanket. Oh, you mean like the food? Pigs in a blanket are good though. It is good. Oh, okay, I see the book. Okay, looks like a fun book to read. Okay, very nice. Okay, very cool, very cool. Very nice. Well, when you choose out a new book, Jalen, let us know what book you're gonna move up to read. Welcome from the Fiji Islands. Nice. What's it like in the Fiji Islands today? Godson said, yeah, in my generation, okay, like I said, we're taking our father's last name now. Why did you change it? Why? Yeah, why did you change that in your culture? But in other generations, last names weren't important except for royalty, and only your older sister's oldest child, okay, could inherit titles. Now that's kind of sus, but like, why are you changing it to taking your father's last name now, though? Like, yeah, I don't get that. Like, I get it, but I don't. I mean, like, females go through the pain of labor. Like, I've seen movies. I asked my mom. She said it was terrible. So, like, females have to go through all the pain. Females are literally spending, like, what, 9 months generally. Their body is, your female stomach, their organs, it's all disrupted. You know labor could kill people, like, literally. There's a risk of dying when people go through labor. And, like, the male gets the last name because of what? One donation? Like, literally. Yeah, it's a patriarchy, man. Very embedded into society. It's messed up. It really is, dude. It really is. I don't know why my mom changed her name. I have to ask her. I mean, my mom's more so of a traditionalist, but she's not. But, like, I never actually asked her why she changed her last name. I have to ask her, to be honest. But kind of sus. I don't know. What are you saying? Okay, you're gay as well. All right. You are still more than welcome on the channel. Yeah, so all opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. So, guys, do you have any other comments, questions, or concerns for me? If not, we can go ahead and end the stream. Remember, I live stream every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I live stream every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I live stream every Saturday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want more of Unique Lamia after the stream, just go and watch some of my fully nutritional YouTube videos, go watch some of my YouTube shorts or prior live streams. I recorded a lot of content, so you guys should be having not live streams, but you guys should have YouTube Shorts releasing up until Thursday, and I'll most likely film some more content so you guys can be it can be fully functional with the content, so that way I'm not going to be streaming. But YouTube says I have more than 1,900 videos posted, so you should never be missing Unique Lamia at all, right? Let me read up these final comments. Godson said, I think we have better fathers now in the younger generations, like it was traditional and normal for fathers to have at least 5 wives, tons of kids, and no personal relationship with the kids. Okay. I mean, thanks for your explanation, but, like, in my personal opinion, it doesn't seem like a valid reason to change from the matriarchy. But then again, my opinion, it means nothing to you most likely, and that's okay. But thank you so much for sharing insights about your culture. Godson Bless was really interesting to hear about, like, a matrilineal African culture for sure. One day perhaps I'll do some more research into it, because it would be really cool to see, like, the different cultures in society historically that has followed that matrilineal practice for sure. All right. Hey, how are you doing, Robin? Glad you could be here. Mukbang tip. Never trust someone whose noodles stay in the bowl. They are commitment. Okay. So you want the ramen noodles to be like leaning over the bowl and everything. Hey Wes, where's Cats and Pokemon? They were on earlier. I know they said they were probably going out later, so maybe that's what happened. Or they probably just got tired and bored of the stream, so they dipped off. That is 100% okay. Alrighty, guys. So I think we are at the end. So thank you so much, everyone, for being on the live stream. Robin, Thomas, Godson, D Support, West Up, Drake, Cats, Evan. Who else was on? Jalen, Chow, Alex, Nobody, Tenzi, Real West, Just, Gee, thank you so much, Notification, everybody, Sweet Tea. I know I didn't shout out everyone, but thank you guys for being here and for your engagement with the channel. I do hope you enjoyed it. Always a pleasure when I can live stream for y'all. And thank you for spending time with me on the live stream. I know you guys are real people. You don't have to be here, so your engagement and your comments, whether you were a silent viewer, loud viewer on the live stream, really means a lot. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening and a great week. Remember, I'll be back with another live stream on Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stay positive, and as Queen Mother Uniquely Mom always says, don't let anyone rob you of your joy. Wait, okay, what do you want me to wait for? What do you want to type? Okay. You said wait, I'm waiting. Okay. Okay, what you have a question for me? A comment? Did you just want to type wait? No, I'm not going to say that. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day.